Way under.
I think we got this last. I think we got the last year. Last year was like 26 out of 50.
Mm-hmm. This year's gonna be like 15.
Yeah, it's gonna be something like that. So let's get to it, John.
I'm saying it now. I'm saying over under 10. I'll give it 12 tops out of all episodes we did this season. 12 tops on full cast.
20. I say we're gonna hit like 15. I think like 15.
I said 15. Yeah,
but I'm saying if you was to check right now, I'd give you 12 tops.
I'm a check. I'm a check too. You just challenged me. I'm a check after this shit is over. Definitely. All right, John, give me that.
Hey yo.
Anyway.
You got knocked the fuck out, man.
Yeah, I'm in gold mode. Go. Yeah, I'm in gold.
Welcome to Care just threw me out, man. Welcome to a new.
Give me that clap.
he was gonna say
we know that shit all too well, though. I wouldn't be making jokes.
No, but that's why I stopped. That's why I stopped, man. I was gonna say that, but I'm like, nah, maybe they. But then y'all still give me the yo, even with the give me that. So it's a lose. But welcome to a new episode.
Oh shit!
If you would have said that, yo, John, give me that intro, as it would have been calm. But I guess people knew what you was gonna lean towards, so they jumped the gun like, whoa.
Yeah, it was my fault. I stopped early. If I would have finished it, maybe I would have got the AO. But Kev was waiting. As soon as I said, "Give me that," he was already like,
yo.
But welcome, new episode of OSA Out of Shape Allstars, episode 31, overall 81. Of season 2, brought to you by Culture Capsule, sponsored by Don's LLC. As you can see, it's only 4 of us today because we don't know where the rest of the guys at. Hopefully they jump in later. We don't know, but as you can see, Johnny 5 is in the building. Kev Jack is in the building. Our host Eddie Horchata is in the building, and of course, my mama called me Devin, so you can call me Devin. This episode is brought to you by Culture Capsule, sponsored by Don's LLC. Let's get into the shit, man, in the open run. We are starting. Where we starting? College basketball is back.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start that. For a lot of people, most people don't watch college basketball until we get into the tourney. But
right.
This is the farewell tour for probably the greatest college basketball coach, Coach K. Duke University. This is Coach K's last season. He is officially done after this season, man.
How old is he?
I think he might. I think he might be done like now.
You think it's
70 something?
Because it's crazy you bring up Duke. His grandson who's on the team.
I was just about to say.
He what?
He got a DUI with another
K's
player.
Grandson who's playing on Duke. Called DWI, and another freshman teammate was with him at the time. He's one of the better players on the team, one of the top recruits that Duke had. And his thing is he was aiding and abetting someone with a DWI.
His name is Paolo Banchero.
Yeah, Pablo. Yeah, I can't pronounce the last name.
Paolo Banchero.
So they got him for aiding and abetting?
Yeah, aiding and abetting a DUI. Both of them.
You trying to help his man has covered it up. That's what they're accusing him. You trying to help his man's cover it up.
So his friend was drunk, but he was a little bit more sober. So he like, all right, bro, I got you. But they both got popped and shit. Then he like, no, but he was the one who was drunk. I was trying to help him. Like,
yeah.
Oh, okay. So now we gonna
how
get
you do that?
Both
how you do that?
You
get pulled over. Like what? We shuffling to switch seats? Like
maybe he did. Maybe they switched seats. Yeah, and they got caught.
Cop gonna be like, what are you doing?
Right. He saw the nigga leaning over and shit, trying to get back in the seat because it was probably the homie's car and shit. So he probably like, why you driving?
You driving his car?
Yeah, right. Why you driving this car and shit? They both coming from a spot. Wow, shit. I'm just saying this to say the end of an era, because when it comes to college basketball, is there any other coach bigger than Coach K?
Coach Williams.
Yeah.
Williams from North Carolina is big, but he ain't bigger than K.
Nah, but what's that female coach?
Coach Williams.
From North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Roy
Pat
Williams.
Pat Summerall?
Yeah, he talking about past
Pat Summit.
yeah.
Pat Summit.
From Tennessee, right? She was at Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee.
But she retired already, right?
Yeah,
White
she's
lady
long
in
retired.
glasses.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
retired a couple
she's
years
been retired.
couple seasons ago.
I'm just saying she's a big name.
No, she definitely
I'm not gonna lie.
Homie with the Calipari.
Pat Summitt
with the,
retired, but I think she passed away as well.
is big. Right, because she was
away?
sick.
she did pass, right?
Pat Summitt,
Oh,
she passed
damn.
away a few years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, Calipari is a big name, but I'm talking about when you think of college basketball, male or female, I don't think any name comes above Coach K, especially with the prestige that come with him being at Duke, the championships, the fucking NBA elites that come from Duke. I don't think nobody's bigger than Coach K. All of them names are all big. Calipari, Pat Summit or Summerall, whatever her name is.
It's Pat Summitt. It's Pat Summitt.
Yeah, Pat Summit. It's a lot of big name coaches, but
Bobby Knight has his old run.
Bobby Knight,
Knight, yeah, Bobby Knight.
Out there choking niggas up and shit. But when it comes to just pure basketball and winning college basketball, I don't think nobody is bigger than Coach K. So, but college basketball is underway. We'll get back into it really probably in March unless something crazy happens, because we won't do much college basketball talk unless we see something crazy, a crazy dunk or something spicy happen.
But there's some good prospects coming up.
But it's a lot of good talent, a lot of good players at Duke as well. A lot of freshmen coming in, because none of them, they do 1 year and they be done. They ain't staying.
Yeah, one and done. And
I
I have an update on Banchero's aiding and abetting. He was in the back. He was a passenger in the back seat, and any person can be charged in North Carolina with aiding and abetting a DUI driver if the person knowingly turns over their own vehicle to someone who is impaired or fails to prevent an impaired person from getting behind the wheel. So if you're drunk and I'm drunk and I give you my keys to drive, but you're drunker than me, or you're a little bit more sober than me, I'm still aiding and abetting your DUI.
Yeah, but that's what
or if I'm sober and I give you my keys, that's bananas.
Yeah, somebody says these rules be crazy. Like,
but what if you both lost, got no business being in the car?
You call an Uber.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously call an Uber, but I'm saying
you call your grandpa fucking K to come bail you out, and he'll send you a fucking driver.
Come tow your truck, tow your car to wherever the fuck you going. And you fall asleep in the back of that motherfucker.
Yeah,
like,
costs way less. Costs way less than a DUI.
I'm in a back seat like this, knock the fuck out how to drive.
Word, like here, like as soon as you stick the key in the ignition,
it's
slow.
Yeah,
even if it's brick outside, you only got the car running so you could,
stay warm.
Stay warm.
You know about being in cars and staying warm.
Yeah. That's a fact. That's not funny. I think John was with Lowe pressing him because Lowe was going off.
Yeah. And that's why John, and that's why we don't bring him back to the fantasy. He was actually last week, amongst other things. That's why he don't come back to the fantasy.
Son, I really can't believe that we say he got canceled. Like, this shit is so funny. He really did.
He got
and that was the clip to the intro to the last week's episode.
Yeah, I had to. I had to. Hey, why not? Keep it a buck. So there's no confusions. You know what it is. But yeah, so college basketball back. Unless something happened, dope. But we'll get back to it probably in March, unless we see something. But we talked about the pros. So let's get to the pros.
You want to get to the pros? I say let's get all the stuff we're going to talk about last out the way. Let's get MLB. Let's get MLB.
So I know MLB. They got all the awards coming out.
Yep. And
Correa really like.
Yep, that's
so he's talking out his neck because he didn't want to play for us.
But he won a platinum slugger. Correa won.
No, he got the silver slugger.
Oh, I saw something on I don't know, somewhere on IG say he was the platinum slugger. I never heard of that. So I was gonna ask y'all, like, is the platinum slugger a real like
probably it was probably a mess up, but it's definitely the Silver Slugger.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Okay. Right. I know
but
the
what's
Silver Slugger, but I'm like,
what's
Fighting Slugger, I
Correa's
never
first
heard of that.
name?
Carlos.
Yeah.
They're
Carlos.
talking about the
can
manager.
talk-
They're not talking about the player. No, wait. The manager's Alex and the player is Carlos. I'm not confusing both of them.
Yeah, Alex Cora is the manager
Cora,
of the Red
correct.
Sox.
Okay.
No,
Carlos
I'm talking
Correa is
yeah.
the shortstop for
Yeah. I mixed
Houston
them up.
Astros. So what
So
Kev's
Carlos
leading
is
to,
talking out his neck, talking
Yeah.
about Derek Jeter didn't earn or deserve his 5 Golden Glove.
he didn't. So
He's only
Again-
coming out his neck because he don't want to come play for the Yankees.
I think you got it wrong. I think he had a meeting with Cashman. Cashman was like, "You are not coming here. No one respects you here. Everybody fucking hates you, and you want too much money. You're going to demand too much money." So Carlos Correa was on Me Gustan Los Deportes podcast. I forgot who is the host, but not only did he say Derek Jeter didn't deserve his Gold Gloves, I mean, he was saying it in Puerto Rican.
He said it. No, he said you saying it in Puerto Rican.
Yeah, he was saying that. Yeah, Puerto Ricans, the way they talk, it's funny. It's cute. I got love for Puerto Ricans, man. Half my family is
But
like
I
half-breed Puerto
didn't know
Ricans.
Puerto Rican was a language.
Nah, Dominican is a language, Puerto Rican is a language, Mexican is a language,
Okay.
and then there's Spanish from Spain, and the Colombians and the Argentinians pretty much speak like them. We don't talk like them. But yeah, no, he was really talking out his ass. But I think the reverse of what you're thinking, Kev, is that I think Cashman sat down with him because obviously, he is a free agent and we can have that conversation with him, and we are in the market for a shortstop. I believe they did not meet on both sides. So when he was on that podcast, he just fucking sounded off. And then the guys that are on there, I forgot who actually hosts it. I was trying to figure out where it was. Honestly, Dev, if you could put the clip in here too, we'll figure it out too. Our Spanish-speaking people listen to this podcast. You'll understand exactly what it is. He's talking out his ass for sure. But even they were like, yo, slow down. He's telling him, hey, you're a free agent. So, like maybe you shouldn't be. So that means you're not going to get signed to the Marlins.
Didn't earn it. I don't get what he.
A lot of what people say with Derek Jeter. Look, Derek Jeter to New Yorkers. And
to the world, he a saint.
But mostly to New Yorkers, because again, they hated him in Boston, they hated him in Queens, they hated him in Philadelphia after he sounded off on Jimi, whatever the fuck his name, Jimmy Rollins, when Jimmy Rollins was talking all that shit during our World Series. But a lot of people say that although Derek Jeter in New York, and because he was wearing the pinstripes and because his life was basically a movie, that like he got his Gold Gloves and he got most of his accolades and his awards because he's a Yankee. If you put Derek Jeter on like the Texas Rangers, let's just say
we had that conversation.
We've had this conversation plenty of times. Is he a Hall of Famer? Does he still have that same presence? Does he still get that respect? I mean, we talk about it relentlessly on this podcast where you have Aaron Judge is the face of baseball, then it's Ronald Acuna, then it's Fernando Tatis, and it's Mike Trout, and then it's Bryce Harper, and it's like baseball doesn't really have like an identity of like a guy that's supposed to be the face of baseball, and that's because for the longest time we had one guy as the face of baseball, and it was Jeter. Again, say what you want, it was always him. He's always in the Nike commercials and the Jordan commercials and the Gillette commercials.
Angel.
Tiger, like he was in movies, he was in pop culture. People knew who he was because of who he was. And if he was playing in Texas, or if he was playing in an even smaller market team, like he was playing for the Brewers, would he be Derek Jeter?
Yeah.
No. Now again, does Carrera kind of have a point when he does say that the reason why he got what he got was because he was a Yankee? I don't think he's 100% wrong, but he's out of his fucking mind. I mean, he got his Gold Gloves in 2004, 2005, 2006, 2009, and 2004. Should he have gotten it maybe in 2000? You could look up everyone's stats here and there, but
we haven't seen the Yankee.
I'm not going to go through.
We haven't seen a Yankee get it since DJ though. I've heard we discussed that before. We talked about him being a biracial angel and being because
the other part of it too is that we're not winning it right now. We were winning at that time. It's different. Winning is the best deodorant, right? So it's like you can say like, oh yeah, well, did Matsui have the best? Did he deserve an MVP? Did Jeter deserve the MVP here? Did fucking Roger Clemens deserve the fucking Cy Young? Well, yeah, you can shut all that up when you win,
right?
You know what I mean? So it's like, well, yeah, they won. I mean, well, yeah, they won. So it's like, yeah, take away, sure, fucking at the time, Trevor Hoffman had more saves than Mariano Rivera in that season, but Mariano Rivera got the fucking ring and he didn't. So it's like, well, yeah,
Right.
give him the reliever of the year award. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's kind of how it goes. It's the best deodorant.
A lot of hate going on, man. A lot of hate.
It's a lot of hate. And again, and I think Correa is kind of digging in deep, like on the whole, like, yeah, like you can hate me now, like, type shit. Like I think he wants to be the villain.
Right.
And obviously I don't think he knew that the level that this was going to escalate. Like, I don't think he think it was going to get that much. I mean, he was on a podcast with a bunch of fucking other Puerto Ricans. Again, just Spanish dudes just go. No one listens to the whatever the fuck we love Deportes podcast. No one probably listens to it unless you're a Spanish speaker. So obviously somehow it gets out into the mass media, and then it gets blown up. It gets translated. And again, a lot of things do get lost in translation. To me, it sounded like a dude that was just bullshitting with his buddies. But now everyone's like, the media is outraged. Oh my God, can you believe what Carlos Correa said about the Yankees? Like, calm the fuck down, dude. Trying to see.
So where do y'all see Correa going this offseason? Do he go back to the Houston? Right, he was in Houston.
I think he goes back to Houston, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
sure.
Go back to
Houston.
Houston.
The Yankees got interest in Corey Seager from the Dodgers.
That is true.
Yeah.
Other news too.
What's the name?
Thor
He's not
signed.
interested in coming here.
Who?
What the fuck is that pitcher's name? Stroman or some shit?
Marcus Stroman? Well, yeah.
Did Thor just sign a one year
He
deal
announced
somewhere?
like, yo, I'm not coming to play for New York.
He don't want to play for New York at all, so he's leaving the Mets.
Yeah, he's leaving the Mets, but he said he don't want to come and play for us.
Yikes.
Didn't Thor just sign that 1 year deal somewhere?
Yeah, to I believe it
Angels.
was the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, New York, California.
New York, California.
They have too many. That name is too long, so I always like. I call the LA Chargers that too. I got the
Also,
Los Angeles.
and Ed's favorite executive, Brian Cashman, won AL Executive of the Year.
Yeah, what do you think, bro? Come on, Doug. Honestly, I think it should have been homeboy from Atlanta making all those trades to get Soler there and get Eddie Rosario there and all these dudes that really made an impact and turned their obviously entire season around and got them to win a championship. He should have won it, but
Now,
I mean,
do we have?
because he's Brian Cashman. He's the GM of the Yankees. That's why he's going to get what he's going to get.
Have it been released? Play MVP, AL, NL MVP. Anything yet?
Those not yet.
Not yet.
Probably within this week.
I know I saw something about they did some rookie of the year. I saw it came out.
Yeah, rookie of the year did come out. Mm-hmm.
I can't remember who it was. It was Randy Arozarena. Arozarena. And I don't know who the fuck else. A white boy.
I'm going through it now.
Dylan Carlson.
Okay.
From the Cardinals, I think. I don't know.
Okay.
What's crazy is the money that gets thrown around because Syndergaard signs with the Angels for 1 year for 21 M's, bro. That's just crazy.
That's crazy.
I'm trying to.
That's a beautiful contract.
1 year, 21 M's, bro.
Look, Dorian loves football and basketball, but I'm trying to just, bro, baseball. G, let's get this Let's get baseball, my guy.
Yeah, tell him to be a reliever too.
That's
Relievers get the money. Relievers pitch like 4 times a week, and they're like, I threw. How many pitches you throw today? I threw like 28 this week. How much was that check though? 300, 400,000 for the week. Yeah, just for the week. Something.
That's what I'm telling. Like, bro, you don't do nothing. You can do that shit forever. You can do it forever and get the bag. He like, no, they don't want to play baseball. Basketball. I want to play football. Come on, my guy. Baseball.
You better get some spider tag and put that on that little boy's hands and make him start throwing knuckle curves.
Let's get it. Why you ain't in bed? All right, go get in bed.
Talking about me.
Yeah, go dream about baseball, Dorian.
Eddie said, dream about baseball, Dorian. He just laughed. All right. But any other baseball takes?
There was nothing else that really, Kev covered Thor signing. No, that's all I had for baseball. Correa was the big story, obviously.
21 M's, man.
All right,
Yeah,
let's touch on NBA. NBA, we in week 5 or 6 of the NBA, and it's looking good. Golden State without Clay is still cooking, man. They just beat the Bulls a couple of nights ago, and the Bulls beat the Lakers. Last night, right?
That's last night, and Lonzo had a wonderful game. Every time I see my young Laker core just spreading their wings.
Don't that make you sad, dog? Don't you love LeBron for doing that to you?
It hurts me inside. Every time I see my young Lakers just growing and doing what they was doing. Not for us no more, but doing what they're doing for these other teams.
And that's a funny thing. I had that down as a question to ask you guys. Is the Lakers best at drafting? Because we see so many of these guys that they drafted go on from the Lakers and just propel into stars and all-stars and superstars and shit. B.I. cooking, Randall cooking, Zoe cooking, fucking even Kuz out in Washington putting up 15, 20 a game. It's like Lakers is the best at drafting, but they don't keep none of these young stars. And I was making jokes. John, I was like, yo, I was in a Don's group saying like, after LeBron them over, it's over for the Lakers. They're going to go to the dark ages because all the young talent that they had to continue to propel the organization, they fucking got rid of them. Like every time they draft somebody that's good, they just ship them off. Like I don't get the method to the madness.
What the thing is, their method is we all
right now.
We tired of waiting, can't be losing. And that was it. They made sure like they put the prospects up, boosted them enough to like boost their draft status enough. Like, look, they're young. Look what he could do. Look what he could do. Let them all be.
Yeah, but they definitely. I mean, if anything, they were right because all these guys are in other markets, really putting on. And it's sad to see because I look at like what that starting 5 would look like if they would have kept Julius Randle.
What would you say would it be? Yeah, okay.
B.I. You got Zoe at the 1. You probably got D'Angelo at the 2.
Shit.
B.I.
D'Angelo.
We traded because we ended up trading D'Angelo.
Right. So you got B.I. running 3, Kuz at the 4, and Julius at the 5. That's a nice young team, bro. And
they'll be like scrappy, you know what I mean? Like they'll be like, trying hard, fighting hard. They'll be a fully ass team. Yeah.
Young, damn, and then you just put a few vets around that.
Oh, no, it's crazy. We drafted Jordan Clarkson. He could.
Right. Jordan Clarkson. Forgot about that.
So John, are you happy with your COVID championship?
Oh, it's a title,
for what you could have had and what you have now. You happy with the decision that the team made?
Johnny is like right now too, though. Johnny is on that. We need to get one right now.
I'm one that also likes to see be patient. Obviously, people when they get certain draft picks want them to do stuff right now. Not every rookie is going to do that. Some rookies start off
fast. RJ Barrett right now. I'm happy with him. Everybody's ready to throw him away.
Some others have to blossom into what they're going to become. Joe looks like he's blossoming into his form, and he's going to be a really good player for years to come.
Yeah, Joe looked like he asked LaMelo for some help in the offseason.
Because again, when he was with LA, he was afraid to shoot. You give him a little bit of space, my boy is throwing that shit up there, like no hesitation.
But his confidence was growing. He just did.
He did the leg kick and shit. He was like, the shot bouncing and shit. Like no happy.
That's all. They're blossoming now, but the point of it, they got traded. We got a title, right?
Right.
Are we gonna get another title? That's the plan, right? With the team that we have assembled now.
Well, speaking of
at the end of the day, it is worth it because it's not guaranteed. They all other teams are. If one of them win, then you start thinking like, damn, he went to that team and they won the title.
Right.
Then it really heats up the conversation. But until then,
until they get one, then it's like big what if.
It worked because it worked because LA got the title at the end of the day, even though you can say the bubble title.
Yeah.
But they won.
They put a lot of people put the asterisk next to the bubble title. But speaking of titles, facts of cap, Stephen A was talking today. And again, we shoot on Tuesday, air on Friday. But he was saying with injuries to Bron and the way that the Lakers playing, he think it's over for the title run for the Lakers, for LA, for Bron. Facts of caps, Kev, do you think the championship title run is over for LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers?
It's annoying because even with now the play-in games and shit like that, like I think it's premature to ask the question. Yeah. Definitely, because there's a lot of games left.
Oh, it's
so
definitely.
I'm gonna say no. Like it's not.
It's cap
over.
right now.
It's not over. Literally for LeBron, it's not over until it's over.
Right. Until you see LeBron,
he's played with worse teams and appeared. Like
right.
So it's not over.
And one with worse team. So Ed, facts of cap, is it over for the LeBron Laker run, title run? I know it's still early in the season, but with everything we see and the way they play, they not gelling. LeBron out there. Expectations is high, but they're not putting it together. Can we say that is over for LeBron James and the Lakers?
Listen, I've been covering since I was in Philadelphia. You gonna tell me I don't know what I'm talking about? I'm Stephen A. And you got to listen to me. Listen, I'm sick and tired of all these fucking. Honestly, like it's turned me. I don't even watch ESPN anymore. It's crazy. Like I don't listen to these guys that are just gonna say these fucking hot takes or tweet out these fucking hot takes just to get fucking clicks and views because unfortunately for them, unless you are showing Monday Night Football or you are showing like any live sporting event, no one is. Remember when we were kids and we used to just like you couldn't wait. They go, oh shit, I gotta wait. I gotta watch SportsCenter. Oh, I gotta see what's going on. It's
10 o'clock. 10 o'clock.
You can consume.
I remember us being in the dorms waiting for
always making sure it's coming on. Exactly. Yeah. You ever sit through you wait. Like I know I used to do it. It's like let's say it's 10 o'clock or whatever, but you don't catch it till 10:30, and you sit there and you wait until 11:30. So you go, all right, cool, I caught up. So I saw the whole hour because it replays. It's like you guys just aren't doing. You're not cultivating enough to keep us entertained and viewed. Now I'm getting all my sports knowledge on other podcasts on my phone. Like I'm just getting alerts.
You know what's crazy, Ed? Sam was gonna say, Kev?
No, I was gonna say, wasn't we in the dorms like waiting for a game and waiting for like the 10 o'clock ESPN and shit to come on? And John was cooking. And remember, Dev, he rushed and flash cooked the chicken and tried to kill us. Tried to give us salmonella.
That was me.
Oh, you?
I made the drumsticks because Tiff. I remember because Tiff.
The only time I messed up chicken was my first time I cooked it.
Tiff bit into that shit and it started bleeding. I remember that. That was me rushing.
Yeah, Kev. I love the chicken. I don't fuck the chicken up.
I can't believe you disrespected Johnny like that, Kev.
I love that.
No, what John didn't do, John didn't put no flour on his shit. So John used to have the naked chicken and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
fry the skin off the chicken.
Yeah, just fry the skin off. John just throw that shit in the grease. Like.
I could do both. I could put some clothes on it and I could cook it.
I could put some clothes on it, or I could undress it.
But I remember my shit was nice and crunchy too. But Tip bit that shit. That shit said blood. Damn, my bad. Oh shit, my bad. But yeah,
but to the point I was saying, no, it's crazy. I used to watch SportsCenter like religiously. I don't watch SportsCenter no more. That's
really like. Look, like don't like. I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't catch like SVP does a really good job. Like Scott Van Pelt, like he does a really good job. Unfortunately, it's like you come on after Monday Night Football. I'm gonna catch it for like 5-10 minutes, but I'm like, yo, it's fucking 12:30. I live on the East Coast. Like I got shit to do tomorrow. I'm going to fucking sleep. So it's like, look, there are guys there that like do the right thing. Like but like then it's just like it's fucking the Max Kellermans and the Michael K's, and it's like, oh, let's just try to fucking stir the pot. And it's like, dude, like we know what you're doing. Like I get it, and it's their job, and they get paid very well to do it, and that's part of it. It's like, and I give them all the credit in the world when there is nothing to talk about in sports. Like they can find fucking several hours to just ramble about fucking sometimes nothing, but sometimes relevant stuff.
But,
Say
also plays part of why I used to really turn on Sports Center and watch the shit, watch the top, the top 10 players. That used to be my shit, but just now I just see all the highlights on social media. They post this, we did this, and that's it.
Right.
And again, that's that's the root of it all. It has really
I have no
much.
interest of I'm about to throw on Sports Center, But I could be playing the game, or I could be binge watching the show right now. Sports Center is just not part of my
to me, and again, I hate comparing it to this way, but it's they are your Stephen A's, your Shannon Sharps, your Max Kellerman's, your what's his name, Colin Cowherd, they, to me, and again, they're clearly not talking about the same things, but they're your Sean Hannity's and your Anderson Coopers, where they're oh, I'm gonna say something blasphemous, crazy it's gonna some people will agree with me, but it's kind of controversial and it'll get people to click on my article and it'll get me people to talk about what I'm saying. So it's
but and again, thing,
to me, I feel bad for them because I feel they're all clinging on to that,
trying to
and it's dude, just be normal. When Stephen A was Stephen A and Stephen A was just being just be you, dude. You don't have to make these outlandish hot takes anymore. It's no one has a hot take anymore. Everyone's got a hot take, is what I'm trying to say.
Right. But the crazy thing even about these shows, I don't even watch them on TV. I watch them on YouTube. That's where exactly. I don't really watch any TV. So
that's right. Also, it pop up on YouTube.
Yeah, so it'd be a 15 or a 10-minute clip. Then I'll be it say Stephen A said this. Okay, let me click on it. Watch that shit. I won't watch the whole first take, but I'll watch a few clips. I'll go over here and watch Shannon, because Shannon, my nigga, he funny as hell. I'll watch his big funny looking ass, even though they used to call me and my brother Shannon Sharp when we was kids. They used to call us Shannon Sharp. They used to call us fucking Wesley Snipes. They used to call us
darkness.
They was before we was the blackest nigga in the shot. But so Shannon, my nigga. But again, I watch all that shit on YouTube or clicks where I see it. It's never on TV. So I don't know if he just trying to let me say this because this is gonna go viral. But that's what everybody was talking about. I seen everybody talk about it yo, Stephen A counting out the Lakers already and shit, this nigga wilding. Stephen A don't know basketball and shit. So it's oh yeah.
And he loves that shit.
Yeah.
He's I got him.
Right. So that's another hot take. But y'all want to know another hot take. Pippen doesn't feel he's respected, man. Scottie Pippen he's been doing a lot of talking. He's been everywhere. Not only promoting his book, but also
his wine or
whining about his bourbon, but also just trying to fix his reputation in regards to him not being a Robin to Jordan, but him also being on the same level as Jordan. Now
he wants to say he's a super friend.
Right, he's a super friend.
He's a super friend.
Right,
he ain't Robin.
Batman. Right, Batman. Mike might be Superman, but he fucking Batman. He with the Justice League. He not no sidekick, and so he's been doing this whole tour talking about it, and he's been talking about Bron is better. He's been talking about Jordan would never win a ring without him. Just a lot of shit, and Jordan haven't came out and said anything about him, nor has Jordan really downplayed his
role. He don't care.
But I'm saying he does a lot of. Scottie does a lot of talking about Jordan specifically, but Jordan never has come out to say Scottie is not a legend. Scottie was not. I wouldn't won without him and shit. It's the media who say Scottie is Robin to Jordan. So he goes to the media to protest his position or place in history against Jordan, but Jordan ain't the one saying it. In fact, the media is the people talking about you as the Robin. So why are you going to them?
But at the end of the day, Scottie, he thinks Jordan's manipulating all of that. He thinks Jordan's behind all of that.
Yo, it don't matter, bro. At the end of the day, Scottie knew what he was coming into, being Jordan's shadow. Yes, I don't think maybe Jordan wouldn't have won. I don't think he would have won some of the chips without Scottie. And it's not nobody's fault but Scottie that Scottie signed a shit contract and didn't get the M's he was supposed to get. At the end of the day, the whole world is out there now. People that doesn't know the story or whatever, they seen it on The Last Dance. Like, the man's
And also
really
he has a problem with The Last Dance. He don't like the way he was portrayed in that as well.
How was he portrayed? Like an idiot that signed the wrong contract but was valuable to the team?
Also, he feel like he should be compensated for Jordan them telling his story on The Last Dance, like he wasn't compensated.
Again, another stupid decision. He didn't have no ownership rights of The Last Dance.
Right.
That's his fault.
And Jordan them been filming this since back then. This is like
that's his fault. So that's like not getting your royalties, bro. You messed up again.
Right, not getting your publishing and shit. He
let your wife out the house and she slept with somebody else. Who she sleep with?
Future. Future and some other
like B
not
player
on top of your shit. I don't want to hear nothing, Scotty.
So yeah, Scotty's mad. He's mad at
I got
Jordan.
a problem with everybody's name begin with a sk.
we know another Scotty, but yeah. So
I've been trying to look at the book sale. Honestly, I think this is absolutely genius. I'm trying to find Scotty's fucking sale. So Kevin's just talking about money, and that's what like obviously that's what it's going to come down to. But I think Scotty is a fucking marketing genius. I'm trying to find his book sales. I can't fucking find it, which means it's probably got to be fucking insane. He's been pushing this bourbon. He's been pushing this book, and in that book, again, I didn't read it yet, but I probably should at this point now. Now it's working on me, dude. Like he is just saying all this outlandish shit, and again, it's back to like the Stephen A's and the Skip Baylesses and the Cowherds, and dude, do this to stay relevant. And the more and more that people talk about you, the more and more they're like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about, son? So you go buy his book and be like, oh shit, is that the Scottie Pippen bourbon? So you're gonna go fucking buy the Scottie Pippen bourbon. And it's like, dude, I think he's equating it to fucking, as Kev likes to say, I think that's your new fucking word of the week, but ends in his fucking pocket. So I think whatever he's doing is working. Scotty, keep doing you, man. I think it's hilarious.
He definitely said this was gonna be the true story.
When was the last time we spoke about Scotty this way?
When his wife was sleeping with somebody.
But I'm saying, when was the last time he was relevant? But like, yeah, okay, that his wife being like a thing was like a little bit, right? That was just, but the Last Dance coming out and everyone, again, like I know he took offense to it, but like a lot of people portraying that how stupid he was, like Kev just said, obviously that worked on him. But again, this is obviously a guy that saw his entire family get hurt and like didn't have any guarantees, so he took the guaranteed money, and it's actually a really sad story, and that kind of sucks. So take the guaranteed money now. Didn't realize that what the Bulls team ended up becoming was going to be what they became. And like, yeah, you can call him soft for fucking quitting. That time where he was leading the team before Jordan came back, and they didn't win when he wasn't there, but then they won when he was there. It's like, you didn't want to take whatever, all that. Like, but again, this is the most we've talked about Scottie Pippen in what, 30 fucking years.
Pretty much. And he was on Rachel Nichols' basketball show and shit before The Last Dance dropped.
The Jump.
Yeah, he was on. He did used to be on The Jump, and it wasn't like, yeah, Scotty was there, but it wasn't like, oh shit, Scottie Pippen. He was just there talking basketball, but it didn't bring any like real relevance to what he was doing. He was trying to sell the bourbon then, and that shit, like nobody was like, oh, I'm gonna go grab that Scotty bourbon. But once Last Dance dropped, then that really gave him a platform to talk his shit, because he had the disdain for it. Like, yo, this ain't real. This is Jordan romanticizing about his greatness and shitting on the rest of us. This ain't the real story. So I'm gonna make my book and I'm gonna tell the real story. And this is now we here and shit.
But it's the interesting part. Nobody cares about the Bull story because they only care about the Bull story because of Michael Jordan.
MJ. Yeah, and I think they're both in on it too. I guarantee you MJ gonna have at least like some kind of stocks in the bourbon or in the book, because if he's not saying nothing to black on Scotty to make it ramp up, that means obviously that the money's coming in. So they'll be okay. Like they're fine. Like clearly him not saying anything is just, and letting Scotty just kind of go off on his own without even, and again, Jordan's fine. I don't think he gives a fuck to begin with. I think their relationship is fine too. Otherwise, I don't think Scotty would have even done The Last Dance. Like, you know what I mean? Like there were moments, like rewatch the series, like, and think about what's going on now. Like, you know what I mean? I'm sure there's some spots where you're like, maybe they're on this together. Again, we're talking about millionaires making more millions. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't be that exaggerated. It shouldn't be that over exaggerated. Good for you, Scotty. Keep doing it. Stay relevant. Honestly, Larsa, fuck somebody else. Scotty can get more.
Y'all gonna get the books, or are y'all gonna get the?
I'm about to. It apparently came out. I didn't even know it came out November 9th, but I can't find the sales.
I don't know.
Probably gotta wait. Probably like
I'm gonna try to get.
Probably give it a week.
I'll get an audio version and listen to that. But
yeah, right now a hardcover is $19.60.
It's not bad.
And they are in
Doug
stock.
After taxes.
Yeah, I can find Amazon.
Yeah.
But before we leave NBA talk, I do have a question for you guys because it came up. Which is better? We brought it up in the Dons group, but which is to you guys is better? Stay loyal and win 1 ring, or ring chase and get 5 rings? Which is the latter for you guys? Ed, kick us off. 1 ring, stay loyal. 5 rings, you chasing.
I mean, I'm always a writer. Everyone knows this. I'd rather stay loyal, fucking get the 1 championship, and die happy. You know what I mean? Like, look, Knicks ever win 1 in front of me, I'm good. They don't need to win another one for the rest of my fucking life. Same thing goes for the Jets. Yankees is a little different because they gave me too many. So now I want a little bit more.
And now
I'm getting a little greedy with the Yankees.
Imagine if you was a part of one of those, actually a part of one of those.
A part of one of the Jets or
the Jets or the Knicks.
Oh my God. I mean, that's it. I'm good, dog. That's it. You can take me out. Yeah. Strike me down now. That's it. I'm good. I'm happy. I'm fine. Unless, of course, you know.
But you won't go. You won't go. I mean, you won't even have to go nowhere. You stay right in the arena. You won't win that 5 with the Giants?
Nah, definitely not. No, won't do it. Can't do it. Unless they didn't want to re-sign me.
They got 4.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, per the question.
No, it's per the question. Yeah. No, yeah, I'd take 1 and then I'm done. That's all I need. Okay. Just the one.
Kev, ring chase, get 5, stay loyal, get 1.
Yo, this is hard because both is like satisfying, but watching Giannis, like,
peace.
Like, bro, it's like genuine bliss. You know, it's like your 1 could turn into more. I mean, if you're a Steph Curry, but Steph had to dig out some years, you know, just to get his first 1.
Right.
But I guess with a little bit of shade towards the niggas that ring chased and got a few.
Yeah.
I would say stay loyal and get 1. But I think it's equivalent if you go somewhere like KD did and you're a contributing factor to get a ring as opposed to being like
as opposed to just like riding coattail.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and not, you know what I mean? So
still kind of the coattail of the Warriors, but you know.
Not really. Yes.
Yes,
really.
yes and no.
Yes and no, yeah.
Because he's a contributing factor. He
became the ultimate contributing factor for those Golden State rings. Yeah, the guy.
But definitely rather be like, fuck you, I got 1. Right. And my 1, I had to work for it.
Right.
Like some old head.
And you was that nigga. Right, exactly. You can't tell me shit. Cause
my generation knew hard work and dedication.
Yeah. Me and my guys, we did it, and fuck what y'all talking about. But John, what you doing? Staying loyal, get that 1, or you gonna get that 5?
Staying loyal, bro. I'm not ring chasing, man. This ring chasing is why we got the teams how we got the teams nowadays.
Yeah.
Give me that 1. Like, you know, Dirk's championship run, one of the greatest playoff runs in NBA history.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
He won his title.
Did you watch that in the dorms too?
Yeah.
That was 11?
Who's run?
Yeah.
Dirk. 2011?
Yeah. Dirk with the Mavs.
Oh yeah. That was
I remember that one game.
Oh, that was
Kev, we was living at 506 at that time.
Yeah. I remember we was like I remember watching that game where he was just torching, and I'm like, bro, he's torching.
Yeah.
Niggas didn't realize he was torching until like halfway through the 3rd. Like we saw the points come up. We like, yo, he's torching right now.
I was like, please say it one more time, dude.
Well, to clean it up.
Nigga really, hold on, time out. He really broke that game by like, I was watching that game and I was like, yo, this nigga's torching.
No, put it on. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's a big time game, I know it's a big time game, and these niggas was in the TV and shit, and I'm like in and out of the bathroom trying to, and like I'm coming back out, and then like I look, and it's like 5 minutes left in the third, and they bring up his points. I'm like, yo, he's torched, and he's hitting from like opposite sides, but the same spot, like in the key.
Because he do that little weak ass one leg. Fade away and shit.
Yeah.
So, but
that's his signature, though. Dog.
No, and that's his signature. Like, that's his move. Now, again, as a sports fan, I want to say, the ultimate goal is to be drafted by a team, work hard, win a ring there, and like go down in like history. Like you drafted, you won, all that shit sound good. But here's the thing: history is so fickle.
Yeah, I don't care about legacy though. I'm not a legacy guy.
Because
don't remember
history. History only remembers the end. What you got, what the accolades look like. So,
yeah, but if you to that argument though, like you will be like Giannis is gonna go down as the greatest fucking buck to ever play. Until somebody else goes on a fucking run and then wins like fucking 4 for them. But that's probably not gonna happen.
But all I'm saying is Giannis did that, but that never would surpass KD going to Golden State, being the man, being the man and doing what he did. Brian going,
but in Milwaukee,
going from city to city. I'm saying how history will be remembered. It will be, I got these many rings, especially if you are a key contributor, like Kay was talking about with KD. Yeah, he left the team that beat him, but when he came there, he was an actual fucking man. He became the man that he led them, and everybody played background to him. So if that's going to be my history, if I can go get a ring where I'm at, where I got started, and then go run around, and I'm that nigger wherever I go, and I'm winning there, I'll take that 5. Honestly, I'll take that 5.
You're a me guy, dude. You're a me guy. I never took you for a me guy, but you're a me guy, dude.
Oh yeah, I'm a me guy. I'm a me guy. I don't know you're talking to. Your team is the epitome of that right now.
Yeah,
the Lakers is that right now.
But what I said, I tell you, I keep it 100% with you.
See how hyped Dwight was to get his ring?
Word. The epitome of that.
My team is doing that right now, but I'm not a person that agrees with that stance. We just had a whole segment talking about my young Lakers and how it hurts me to see them doing what they're doing.
But you enjoy them rings though, right?
Championship, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, I lived through 5 of them, so
Exactly. So you got the 5, huh?
They're now 6.
So you got the 5 that I would have loved to have. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, the fan that's 6. I lived through 6 championships.
And if I got to rob,
because
and if I got to rob a Horry to do it,
6. Like I only lived through 3, bro.
And if I got to rob a Horry to do it, then I'm gonna do it. And that's our NBA take. We moving on to the NFL. A lot going on this week. Let's touch on some of the news that's happening first. John Gruden is suing the NFL and Roger Goodell.
Okay.
What?
Non-athletic pussy.
Right.
That F word.
Right.
Whatever else he called him.
So, and like Cam said, defamation of character. He said that the NFL and Roger Goodell is trying to ruin his image, ruin his prestigious NFL reputation, and therefore, with this whole release of the emails and stuff, that's all Roger Goodell trying to be an enemy of his, because allegedly they had beef prior to this situation. So this is all payback from the long-standing bad relationship they had, and so he is suing the NFL and Roger Goodell for defamation of character. Where this goes, we will see, and we will keep you guys posted as it happens.
But no, it's gonna come out for this. All that shit that you're trying to hide and like cover up is gonna have to come out. Oh, you suing me? We're gonna really lay the hammer down.
And you know what's gonna happen? everybody gonna get exposed because now they're gonna have to show everything. They go like, they gonna seize the whole email thread. So not only is he gonna continue to get buried, but then all his buddies gonna get buried. And it's like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like we still working. Like you about to fuck it up for everybody. Like, damn.
But then also, it would work in his favor because then it will expose. Look, they try to cover that shit up. Look at this. Look at that.
Possibly.
We going down together. I think that's what he's
right. So he'd be like, why y'all ain't talking about this situation? But y'all out here witch hunting me. But here's another situation that comes from these emails. I don't know. We gonna see, but it's getting interesting. So John Gruden is coming for everybody right now.
Listen, before we get into like the games and like the good shit, this is one thing I really got a problem with, and it falls under the category of the NFL is Henry Ruggs really sat with his lawyer and was like, yeah, this is a good idea. Like, let's argue the fact that the the fire department took too long to show up to put the fire out.
Right.
Like, what the fuck are we really talking about? You know
their thing is that they trying to catch him with possibly a murder. So
it'll be involuntary or first and second.
I don't know, but probably an involuntary, but something. And his whole thing is because of the fire department took too long to extinguish the car,
respond and
extinguish the car. We can't say the young lady died from the
accident
the accident because. And so they try to his legal team is trying to find out. They try to get the fire department records as well as the medical records to see how she was declared, how her death was declared.
So for me, it's just like I get it. Like
I'm not mad at them for doing that though.
No, I mean they're working every angle, and that's what lawyers are supposed to do. They find a loophole and where.
Exactly, including all of us. Like we've watched like enough what's the name cases on TVs to be like, yo, even if it seems extreme or whatever. But for me, like in my head, like I get it, but at the same time, I'm just like, yo, like
now the defense.
If you wasn't doing what you doing, we wouldn't be in the situation. Wouldn't be worried about firefighters that are on call probably sleep in the firehouse, having to waking up out of their sleep at 2-3 in the morning because you crashed into a car. Now maybe that does shave off a few seconds or whatever.
The fact that he was able to survive that, he barely came out with any injuries. Like
when you're drunk, you're limp.
We say barely, but they're not telling us the extent of his hip injury because I think he's still like wheelchair bound.
Still, I mean, when you're limp, you know what I mean? Like when you're drunk, you're limp, like you're loosey goosey. When you know a car's you go like this, you stiffen up. So it's like, it's easier for everything to break.
Right.
They say if you fall asleep while like driving, 9 times out of 10, a lot of them can suffer like barely any injuries. They could walk away.
It's good because your body's like la.
Now
like
the defense is saying that they're trying to stop Ruggs' legal team from getting the medical and fire records because they said this violates doctor-patient privilege. But we've seen in other cases where they've been able to get these records to try to use it in their offense in regards to
they'll use it on the like, so they'll use it against him. They'll be like, well, like if it comes out, autopsy comes back and says, oh yeah, she like fractured multiple contusions in her skull, so she died of a cracked skull. Then they'll be like, oh hey, like look, like this cracked skull killed her. But if it like that says like death was possibly smoke inhalation, they'll be like, oh never mind, we're not even gonna bring that up.
So that's why the defense, I think they're not sure of what the ME like put in the medical records in regards to cause of death, but of what the fire department records is. So they like, we just don't even pull that because it violates doctor-patient privilege. But we've seen in other cases where they've been able to pull the medical records to use in court. Now, it could work in his favor, but it also can fuck him because, like you said,
It could backfire.
Yeah, because they could say cause of death. Boom, she cracked her head and shit, and then yes, this is why she died. Or it could be smoke and inhalation. That's why she died, and then they could play on the defense and say, well, they waited 30 minutes because the fire department record says that after this amount of time, and you had the newscasters there, and you have everybody report saying like, well, they watched the car go up and they didn't do nothing. Then it plays in his favor. We just gonna have to see how this shit unfolds. Everybody's trying to play their part. The defense is trying to put his ass under. Him and his team is trying to get him the less.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about a difference of 15 to 20 years. So it's like whatever they can shave, they're going to try.
Yeah.
Well,
so,
it may or may not be right, but hey, listen, man. Again,
but I hope she died on impact because you know how horrible that would be.
Just don't like to think about it. It's pretty sad.
Yeah, right. It's a crazy thing to even think about.
That's how horrible that'd be. He's like, yo, I don't know, because you don't know the extent of her injuries. Maybe even with the smoke inhalation, even though they got her to the hospital, she could have died on the way there. So that aspect, but just after the accident, all the other stuff like smoke, fire. Right. This is a horrible way to go out. Horrible.
Yeah. But also in the NFL, since Drew finally showed up, welcome, Drew. Welcome.
Hey guys.
Thank you for showing up.
Hey, man.
Sorry for the tardiness.
And other news, Lamar Jackson number was recently retired.
At Louisville.
Louisville retired.
High school number?
High school? College number. Louisville, the college that he played at. Yes, they retired his number. So nobody will play with that number, Drew. So how you feel about your guy Lamar number being retired at his alma mater?
His alma mater is definitely a great honor, though. I mean, like definitely shows that he was a damn good football player back in the day. So that great for him. I mean, like that's honestly that's good. Honestly, that's good though. It shows that your stats lived up to. It shows that your stats lived up, and you was drafted at number 30 overall. So definitely shows that he was a damn good football player in college. So
they was trying to, when he first came in, they wasn't trying to let him play QB. How they do the
black quarterbacks.
The black quarterbacks.
They wanted to change his position to wide receiver. It shows his talent.
And for him to be who he is now, and an MVP, one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL, it's a good look. I was trying to look up Lamar stats, college stats while we talk, but it was taking a little bit longer. But yeah, congratulations to Lamar. I ain't gonna waste no time with that. Also, running quarterbacks, dominant black quarterbacks. Cam Newton is back. Superman is back.
Cam's back.
And he's back home. Home.
2 touchdowns.
With Carolina.
He back.
Cam Newton is back in the league. So
what's the crazy part? I was really gonna pick them 2 in the pool. I was really like, yo, tell John. I know you were fan. They talking about him not starting. So I was really gonna pick them.
Yeah.
Probably won, man.
Word. So Cam's back.
Why am I to not pick his ass up in the fucking draft? I got his ass in the Giants League, but
so with Cam, do we see this being a turnaround for the Panthers? Of course, we're gonna get into the recap of what actually happened this week. But is the Panthers gonna turn around that season? CMC possibly coming back before season end.
Can they make it?
He played? CMC played?
Yeah,
CMC back.
So do we see a late season push for the Carolina Panthers?
That's a scary team, man. Came down and grew.
Hold on. Calm down with your biases.
I don't want to call it full on.
Their upcoming schedule. Their upcoming schedule is the Washington football team, the Dolphins. They're home to the Washington football team. They go to Miami. They host the Atlanta Falcons. Then they go to the Bills. Then they host the Bucks. Then they go to the Saints. Then they go to
I'm not gonna lie.
Tampa. So I see 3 easy.
Bills. I would see Bills and Bucks. I can see them the only 2 games that they have problems with. Other than that, they can win the rest of them. Yeah.
Listen,
So
I can see them beating the
we're
Bills.
talking 3 to 4 wins.
And that's what I'm saying.
Beating the Bills. With Cam, I see them beating the Bills.
I'm just saying, like, those two is the only teams that I think, like, okay, it could go either way. But with the other teams,
what's their record right now?
Miami, Atlanta,
5-5, I think. 5-5.
Miami, Atlanta, and Washington. I think they could definitely win those 3 games outright. But
and that's 8-5.
Right.
Yeah, probably possible playoff.
That's 3 games.
Like that. Wild card.
They're beating the Saints too.
Oh, right. And they could beat the Saints as well. Yeah.
That's 9-5. With a possible
John back
the Bucks and the Bills. You time out with him.
John back on the Panthers. Wait, I see John like, what you talking
about?
I mean,
always good. Listen,
9-5 is good record.
If it wasn't for that COVID thing, that's what really derailed the Patriots season last year. Cam was looking good last year to start the season, or caught the COVID, and it just went downhill after that.
Yeah.
You mean the fake virus that you keep saying is fake?
It's not. It's gonna be 9-8.
I know it's a virus fake.
Wait a minute. It's week 18. It's 9. If he weighs 9 rings,
that other shit.
9-8.
Shit, that's that Space Jam water. But
I mean, it's pretty wide open. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous how like we are, going into week 11.
Hold on.
Yeah, John called it Space Jam water.
Yeah.
I heard it. I tried to move past it.
John, an idiot, bro. He said niggas got that secret stuff.
But if you look around the league,
especially with that has 8 weeks left.
Yeah.
Like, yo.
All I said is if Cam Newton gets into a groove, they have a solid defense. They have one of the best running backs in the league.
So motherfucking ridiculous. John. There's the reason why I love you, and one of the main reasons why I love you is that like John doesn't need to see much. John needs to see like a little flash in the pan and be like, oh, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Daniel Jones is, oh shit, we go, oh fuck, G-Man, and you get all fucking like I love loyalty, but like you need to fucking pump a little bit of some brakes here, just a little bit, John. Anything can happen, John. The Washington football team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this week. You don't think that somehow that they can go in, even though Cam's fucking good, they're riding fucking high, they go into Carolina and they fucking stomp out the Panthers? You don't think that's possible?
No, I would say no, because I know Cam is going to want to kill his ex-coach. Oh, my man's been jobless. No, why you ain't sign me? Shit, I'm better than Taylor Heineke.
And Chase is hurt. Chase got hurt. Chase is out.
Yeah, Chase is out. ACL.
No, I forget. I said the Patriots. The Panthers have Stephen Gilmore also. Like
Stephon,
Stephen. Everybody pronounces be spelling the same way, but all pronounced differently.
But he pronounced it as Stephon.
Yeah,
my bad.
Devin and Davon are also the same name, but we call him Devin.
Yeah, and it's a lot of niggas be Devon and David and all this other shit, but I'm Devin. But anyway, also speaking of people being back home, one person
Terry's hurt. So who they gonna throw the ball to?
Who?
Terry banged up. He ain't chased out.
They found guys last
Lauren.
Who was the main target?
Main target is Terry.
Did Terry get a TD in that game?
No, he only 6 catches, 59 yards for Scary.
He got banged up. I forgot what they said.
He like tweaked something at the end there. I did see that. I know exactly what you're talking about. But his main target was, he threw a lot to McKissick. Carter got 56 yards and a touchdown. And there was Ricky Seals-Jones caught 30 yards. They'll figure it out.
Yeah, listen. You picking them in the pool or what?
Maybe.
They ain't talking about the OSA one.
Maybe. We'll see, dude. We're not there yet. We're going
to have this conversation next week. No worries.
We'll get there. But also, back home, this player is back home with Chris Brown, LA living. OBJ is now with the Los Angeles Rams. John, this is your guy. Another guy, John. John, John just love.
You got too many guys, John.
Everybody. John got a bunch of people. He just love. John just full of love, and he got an abundance of love for OBJ. and he's now in California. John, how do you feel about your boy being with the Rams?
I think that was a great pickup for them, man. Once they get their groove, that's gonna make them more dangerous.
Right. Yeah, we didn't really get to see too much of Odell Monday Night Football. Obviously, they were down early. The Rams were. We'll cover that game a little later. But the Rams, the game got out of hand pretty quickly, so they had to go a lot of fast tempo. And, to avoid the confusion, OBJ would have been a liability out there. He wouldn't know where to go. He wouldn't know.
Clearly, one of those picks was, you should see, it was confusion. He thought he was this way, and he went that way, and it was one of the bad.
That was the first pick of the game, first Jimmy Ward pick of the game for Stafford, and it went pretty much downhill from there. But yeah,
he should have threw that ball, but
But speaking of downhill, let's get into the recap, Ed. Let's go through it.
A couple dogs, real quick. No excuses, Drew. So you had a bad week this week.
Yeah, it was.
One of them being really starting on Thursday night, where your Ravens were only able to score 10 points against the Miami Dolphins in Miami. Ouch, Drew.
Very ouch.
That game was
very
ouch. The game was overall horrible, but the team did not. It was not going well for us at all. Like our passing game, running game, it was all off from the get-go. Like I don't know what happened. Like Miami just like kind of jumped on it, and I don't know. We just had a bad game. Like I want to just call it a bad game. Like I don't want to put no airs on it. Like it's just any given football day you get is Miami had their fucking day. Like I don't know what happened. Our offense was just not clicking. But we're gonna be back though. Like I'm just gonna call it off day. I'm just calling it off night.
Yeah. And from one bad game to another, unfortunately, I was at this game. It was terrible. Jets, Bills. I did get two Bills fans to jump through a table, but that was the highlight of my day. Let me tell you guys something. I saw so many
jump through every fucking table that they had in the tailgate.
They made Mike White jerseys. I saw people that bought Mike White jerseys. Mike White throws 4 picks in this game. Obviously, we knew this was going to happen. Like, what the fuck were you guys thinking? Like, look, I was all in on Mike White. I'm on record saying I'm all in on him for now until Zach gets 100% healthy. But this is not what you wanted to see. Jets don't score until the second half, and then it was only a field goal. I felt like every time I looked at the Jets offense, there was another interception thrown. Joe Flacco had to come in this game, and that was like the only time that we were able to even get on the board. But we got our asses kicked. I mean, teeth kicked in all the way. The only other note on this game is that Rex Ryan was, again, back to the whole, sports commentators always saying stuff. Rex Ryan was like, how dare anyone ever compare Robert Saleh to me? Robert Saleh, I listen to Robert Saleh every Monday on the Michael K Show. I don't like to plug other things, but I will say this because he's always on there every Monday. I want to see where my coach's head at. I want to see what his game plans is. So, of course, Michael K doing his job mentioned Rex Ryan's comments to Robert Saleh, and Robert Saleh, like a fucking real ass fucking man, said,
"Gangster,
hey, he knows where to fucking find me." So if Rex got a problem,
gangster,
come find him, son. Come find Saleh, please.
Why they play the black quarterback though? I like the black guy,
Josh Johnson. He's still hurt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he got hurt, and so did Mike White.
He got in that game that he came back and he torched them.
Yep. So that was that. Obviously, it was a terrible game. The Bills are back after losing 6-9 to the Jaguars. But hey, listen, hopefully we get Zach Wilson back. At this point, it's cool if we lose a couple games. I just do want to see progression like I saw from Justin Fields in that last Monday Night Football game. But next on to, do you guys want to keep going upsets or do you want to go more shit pumpings? So I think we go upsets more.
We go upsets. Go ahead.
And we briefly talked about the Washington football team taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay coming off of a bye, so they had a week and a half to prepare for this. But looked absolutely out of it. I think Tom Brady without Antonio Brown, I think they even had like a stat, the Buccaneers record with Antonio Brown and without. And usually when he's not on the field, they typically don't win a lot of games. It's not like Washington did too much in this game. The only other notes to it too, we mentioned that Chase Young is out. Who knows how long he's going to be out for. But Antonio Gibson was a monster. He had 2 touchdowns in this game. Taylor Heineke didn't have to do much. But the real story was Brady threw 3 picks in that game, I believe. And then again, they were all like pretty bad, like lollipoppy miscommunications, just like kind of like throwing it out there, hoping that somebody would catch it like an Antonio Brown, but did not happen. So yeah, big upset for the Buccaneers. And I knew they were going to play them hard. That's why I picked them in both, not only in this league and the money league. Yeah, man, I look back to that playoff game, that wild card playoff game where it was the Heineke coming out show, where he kind of showed off a little bit.
Yeah.
Nope. Those are actually another big upset. Still no Kyler Murray, still no DeAndre Hopkins, but we kind of briefly talked about it. Cam getting his 2 touchdowns. Cam is back. He's all the way back. He is now officially named the starter. Colt McCoy was good for 1 game, but as every backup in the NFL knows, like you play one good game, then you get hurt in the next game, and then nobody ever to see you again, and you get that big contract.
Matter.
Yep, that's it. That's all you have to do. And Christian McCaffrey is back.
Okay.
He is back. 95 rushing yards and 66 passing yards. So that's his whole bag, is that he's the dual threat. Does what he has to do. And I wouldn't want to call
DJ Moore fucking pissed me off, bro. Give me something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for y'all don't know, I'm 2-0 against Devin fantasy football this year.
Yo, I lost.
I forgot to post it up to let the world see, but
I lost 6 weeks in a row.
That's not good, dude.
It's crazy, Jeff. Me and you was on the both.
Yeah, because you had 5 in a row. We both had 5 in a row.
Yeah. It looks like I'm turning it around. Thank God for Steph. Steph sucks so bad, but thank God for him.
I'm Steph this year.
I don't want to know. I don't know if I want to call this an upset, but from the way that the Vikings have been losing a lot of heartbreakers and winning a few heartbreakers too.
I know they were gonna beat the Chargers though.
Vikings Chargers final score 27-20. Dalvin Cook did go down in this game, but not before he rushed for 94 yards and a touchdown.
What the hell happened to Dalvin?
I believe it's a sprain in his MCL, so he's going to be out for 1 to 2 weeks. So I am looking for a running back. If you know any.
Also, before, like I said before, Chargers, nice team on the rise, but
yeah, I think a lot of times a lot of people jumped on the farm.
Yeah, we jumped on the bandwagon.
Real early in the season.
Yeah.
They
looked like they had that awesome game against the Browns. So I think it was just a little too early in the season for us to on that bandwagon.
The Chargers just that new joint on the block. That's all.
Yeah.
And I think people are discounting Kirk Cousins a little bit too much. And finally, Justin Jefferson giving the game that
new joint, but she chast nasty. She looked nice.
Jesus.
But we know how that goes.
Stop.
But yeah, go ahead, Ed. You got it.
Oof. Well, she got that nickname for a reason. And I believe that's all.
Yo,
you stupid, bro. You stupid.
That's it for the upsets, but
she don't watch our pod.
In the saddest.
What she does. What she likes sports, man.
Season, right? Like,
what she likes sports. That was uncalled for.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. That's it for the upset alerts, and then we'll get into probably the saddest game. The game that we all wanted this to work out, and it looked early on paper that it was going to work out, and they were finally going to get their first win, but they can't even fucking win or lose right. So we're talking about the Lions and the Steelers. This game goes into overtime.
Wow.
And to the tie, 16-16. Finally, our first tie of the season, boys. We did it. Now we.
So they didn't lose. They didn't lose,
but they also didn't win. So they will not go down in history as the first 0-17 team, but they could go down in history as the first
16-1.
But quick question. So does that mean their losing streak snapped? Because they technically didn't lose. They didn't win.
Yeah, the losing streak. Yes. The losing streak is over. They didn't lose.
Oh, to us it is.
They didn't lose. So
no.
So next week's the first week. For them.
Yeah,
we
we'll
ain't
see.
Moved. Coming off
depends on who they have this week, but I think I might pick the Lions this week.
I think they have a.
They have a bye, right? Or who they got?
Right now.
I'm pretty sure they see this as an L.
They got the Browns.
Oh, I'm
Oh
taking
yeah,
this.
nah, that's an L.
Lions got it. In Detroit or in Cleveland?
In Cleveland.
That's an L.
All right.
That's an L.
We'll see what the Lions look like later. We'll see what the Lions
It
look like
depends
later.
on if Nick Chubb fucking play. Man, my team's so ass, bro. I got a great team.
They don't even need Nick Chubb for the Lions, bro. Like, come on, bro.
My team is really good. They all just be bad.
Nah, your team is ass.
We all have bad breaks. We all have bad breaks.
6 weeks in a row is not a bad break, though.
And the Browns is coming off they got their ass.
Yeah, we're gonna get into the shit pumpings real soon. We kind of started with the Jets, but I kind of wanted to get it out the way. But no Ben Roethlisberger in this game. I believe he had COVID or faked COVID or said he had COVID. I don't know.
Oh,
he was out, and he won't be playing this week, I think, either. Mason's supposed to be playing.
Funny how the NFL works on so 2 years ago, the day of this game, so the Sunday night's game, 2 years ago was the flashback of Mason Rudolph catching that helmet to the side of his head. So the big fight with him and Myles Garrett and the push.
Okay.
So yeah, that was 2 years ago, believe it or not. Mason Rudolph sucks and can't win a football game. Okay, next up, there was another blowout. I feel like there was one more blowout before there was Chiefs Raiders. Chiefs are back. I think they're all the way back. I think Patrick Mahomes is finally healthy. They won 4 in a row, 3 in a row.
The bye week, Dad. They're Steelers at the bye week. Steelers don't got a game this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chiefs still don't look good though. They still
so here's my thing.
I
was watching it, and they did get a couple picks in this, but I think it's because Derek Carr was basically lollipopping balls up there. But you know how we always say the Chiefs are too cute. The Chiefs are too cute. The Chiefs are too cute.
Yeah.
There was I don't know if you guys saw that play where there was a punt and they had 2 returners in the back, and they were trying, being cute. They were trying to, whatever. And they actually got a decent run out of it. And I was like, it's gonna be pretty fucking funny if they fucking fumble right now. And of course they fumbled it, turned it over. Obviously it didn't turn into points. But
that's Andy Reid. Andy Reid be trying shit though.
It doesn't matter. I think truly, honestly, that the Chiefs are back. Patrick Mahomes, 5 touchdowns in this game, 406 yards. It's pretty fucking good, dude. It's pretty good. The defense looks like, I'm not gonna say that they're meshing, they're gelling, they're getting better, but like they got 3 picks in this game. You know what I mean? Like maybe they don't even have to, as long as Mahomes is gonna outscore them, outscore the other team.
Yeah.
They didn't run away with it until the fourth quarter. The final score of this was 41-14. So flip it, put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. But yeah,
no, you
didn't. Yet.
Yeah, exactly. But Darren Williams had a really good game where he was rushing the ball really, really hard. Travis Kelce came back 119 yards. He seemed like he was Mr. Reliable again, and even like you're starting to see Pringle and Robinson actually, contribute. And it's not just Tyreek and it's not just Kelce, and Mahomes is just being Mahomes. Also, another note, Jackson Mahomes did not go to Las Vegas. So maybe that might be it. Stop bringing your little fucking TikTok ass little brother with you to every fucking game. Maybe you might win some fucking games.
Hey. That boy be on Twitter talking crazy.
That boy is crazy.
Okay.
With a Q. Next up, we got Browns. We did talk about it. Browns looked like they were going to win this game pretty early. I believe they went basically the distance. They started at their own 15, marched it down there with Dearness Johnson. Dearness Johnson again, still a really good story. Runs in there, gets his touchdown. Turns out that was going to be the only points that they were going to score for the rest of the game. I told you guys how many Patriot fans I run into. I see them all the time. A lot of New England.
They talking they shit now.
Oh my God, these guys think that they're going to win a Super Bowl. I mean, like it's Mac Jones. It's like they're
that goat. He the goat right now, boy.
Every Alabama quarterback too, by the way, did great. Tua comes back, and I've been shitting on Alabama quarterbacks since the dawning of time. But Tua did all right when he came back in for Jacoby Brissett because he had to go down in the game. We'll get to the Eagles game, but Jalen Hurts played a great game, and now Mac Jones played a good game. So all 3 of them getting done.
You heard it gets canceled out. You know why, Ed? That Alabama gets canceled out because he's teamed up with the evil genius.
Yeah, that's right. And I really don't think that that's going to last long. Don't relax. It's still early. In the right system, I don't think it's going to last long.
I think it has the potential to last long because
he's in the right system. Yeah,
he's in the right system.
Yeah,
and
Bill's
there
gonna leave
with
soon.
people
Bill's
teams.
gonna leave soon. He's done. He's gonna
I think-
retire. He's not
I think
gonna.
Bill
He's not
coaching
gonna
another
win.
10 years.
Look, they're not gonna win the
Don't wanna
Super
hear
Bowl.
it.
He's not gonna want to do this anymore. But the only other two takes I have on this game, obviously, final score was 45-7. But
Ed in denial.
it's-
Ed don't want to hear that the Patriots.
Yeah, I
might
hate
have-
it.
Definitely.
Bill
Mike-
Belichick
do-
is gonna coach for the next 10 years, and he's gonna start wearing that black hoodie looking
Please
like
stop. Please stop.
Yo,
Please stop.
stop it.
Please stop.
Stop
what's
it.
his name? Senator
No.
Papati from Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Please
No,
stop.
no.
Please stop.
It's Bill Belichick. He's gonna coach
Please.
until
No.
95, just
Stop
on the
it.
sideline.
No.
Stop it.
He's not gonna do that.
The only other takes that I have in this, I do like a good story. I honestly, even though I hate the Patriots, I was rooting for Jacoby Myers to get his first NFL touchdown, and he got his first NFL touchdown.
You know what's
shout out to
crazy?
Jacoby
And I
Myers.
cut him this week. He was on my fantasy team this whole time because I had no receivers. I'm like, yo, you don't be scoring, man. You give me points here and there. And he fucking scores a touchdown this week.
Yeah. Also,
But
Kendrick Bourne.
I didn't need
has
him to
reemerged.
kill that this week.
Hey.
Former
Damn,
49er. I do respect Kendrick Bourne. I do like
Headshot.
Kendrick Bourne.
I'm getting killed by everybody, so it is what it is.
Got a touchdown. And
Stat
98
beat
yards.
me. Stat beat me.
It's bad. The only other thing too, I believe that the Patriots have become the 49ers in that it doesn't matter who their running back is, they're gonna fucking get points and they're gonna fucking score a lot of touchdowns. So Stevenson, 100 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. Other than that, next up we did the Chargers. We can briefly do Eagles Broncos. I kind of basically talked about this game already. Teddy 2 gloves, whatever it is, what it is. No Von Miller. Again, this is another one of those teams that, like, even though they beat the Cowboys last week, it's what they did early. We don't really know what they are. Same thing with the Eagles. We don't really know what they are. Their record being 4-6. But again, it's just like even we're in week 11 and the whole thing is wide open with 7 teams going into the playoffs. Any of these teams can make it. Any of these teams can actually show up. Some of these teams can even win their divisions.
Bro, the long season is really what like makes the shit funner, low key. Like here we are, finally at the middle of the season,
and we still don't know who they're though.
Which we would have been at the middle of the season 2 weeks ago. But here we are, middle of the season, and there's 8 games left, bro.
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
Only like
it's lit, boy.
And then
yep.
I'm sorry, Ed, but
No,
even
you're
with that, you saying the teams that's supposed to be the top dogs, been taking like careless L's over the last couple of weeks. So even if they on top, it still looks like
flip.
Everybody still got a chance right now.
Yeah. Speaking of which, teams that are up and down, not hot, cold, whatever. They lost to the Jets, but they're 8-2, and I think that they actually might be the team to actually be consistent. I think they went through their strongest stretch, and now the rest of their schedule looks pretty weak. But the Tennessee Titans, they demolished, well, not really demolished, but kept themselves in the game. And now, again, granted, it was the Saints, and the Saints didn't really score till the fourth quarter to really make this game a little closer, but it was pretty much out of hand at the end of the third. But final score 23-21. It's Trevor Siemian. It is what it is. It's the Saints. No Alvin Kamara. Mark Ingram had to take the lead, and he only had 47 yards with the touchdown. Ryan Tannehill didn't have to do much, but no AJ Brown really, no Julio Jones. Who knows what's going on with them? But this team still keeps finding ways to win. Defensively, I think that they're just very, very good. So watch out for the Titans. I guess watch out for the Titans.
Taysom Hill still got a concussion.
Taysom Hill is totally healthy. I just don't understand why Sean Payton is not. He's just
playing.
He keeps going with Simeon. Yeah, he keeps going with Simeon. And he was on 3 gadget plays, I believe. But it's like, you just make him the starting quarterback.
Didn't they just pay him so much money?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They did. I think that it works better with not Teddy, your boy Jameis running the offense, where he just comes in every once in a while. And then does what he has to do, maybe get into the tight end role. I think it's a little difficult to do it with the guy at the skill set of Simeon. I don't know. I'm not a head coach in the NFL. I'm not Sean Payton. I can't get in his head. Next up, fucking Russell Wilson's back, right? Russell Wilson's back. Russell Wilson is back. Didn't matter that he was back. Only 161 yards. No, I believe Aaron Jones went down in this game after scoring his touchdown.
That started him this week.
But AJ Dillon, 66 yards, 2 TDs. I wonder whose team he's on. Oh, that's right. I think he's on mine. That sucks, guys. Sorry. I kind of knew he was going to be good, and I knew he would take over. But anyway, Devontae Adams, not that great of a game, but they didn't really have to do much. Packers didn't really light it up. This game was 3-0 until the start of the fourth, where the Packers actually finally got on the board. All that thanks to AJ Dillon. Not much else to talk about that game, except for Jamal Adams gets an interception for the first. Jamal Adams now has as many interceptions in his career as Vince Wilfork. Yes, defensive tackle Vince Wilfork, and that's 3 interceptions.
And that's the first time in Russell Wilson's career that he got shut out.
That's kind of hard to believe.
Yeah, that's the first shutout of his career. First time in Seattle and put up
not hard to believe. Why? Why is it hard to believe?
A lot of people be getting shut out, but that's a nice stat right there. That's
a lot of teams get shut out in the NFL. It's very hard to believe that Seattle hasn't been shut out since he's been there. And then last blowout of the week, I forgot to mention it. Cowboys Falcons, totally forgot this game was even a thing. Final score 45-3.
I figured it out. John is the problem.
John's the problem. John can't.
John is the problem. John cannot pick the Falcons. I can only pick the Falcons. John cannot.
No, listen. This theory is gonna fail when you pick them because they dead ass suck.
Watch this week. Watch this
Falcons suck.
Watch this week.
If John picks the Falcons, If John picks the Falcons, I'm going against him. If he picks for them, I'm going against him. Either way, go against John when it comes to the Falcons. Nice. CeeDee Lamb, 2 touchdowns in this game. Finally have his breakout game. Zeke had a solid game as well.
You see CeeDee fucked up Dak eye.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Yeah.
What you mean?
He headbutted him with the helmet on.
With the helmet on. Yeah.
Well, boy. Can't do that to your starting quarterback.
You can instantly see his shit bruised up though, like under his eye. You instantly he light skinned as hell. So you instantly
shit started bleeding.
Yeah, shit started bleeding. You see the purple under his eye.
God damn. Like,
yeah, not good. Not good. Can't do that to your starting quarterback. Definitely not.
Imagine he would have knocked him out the game on like just some good shit, hit him with the helmet.
Yeah, not good. Not good. But yep, Zeke with 2 touchdowns in this game. I believe they had to put in Josh Rosen in this game, and his first pass was an interception right after Matt Ryan threw his interception. So Josh Rosen, remember when he said that every team's going to regret passing on him in that 2014 draft, I believe, with Darnold, Allen, Mayfield, and Jackson.
What team Rosen's on?
He's on the Atlanta Falcons, and he threw a pick, his first pass.
Oh, wow.
For the first time in a long time. Drew, I need you to make a note as I talk about Monday Night Football.
Okay.
I should have known this. I knew this going in, and I totally forgot about it.
What's up?
So it kind of fucked up my betting. But Kyle Shanahan owns Sean McVay. Kyle Shanahan owns. He's beaten the Rams now 5 games.
Kyle Shanahan owns Sean McVay.
He owns him. He hasn't beat him. He hasn't beat him since he's been there. He just hasn't beat him.
I mean,
it's 5 in a row. It's 5 in a row. It's undeniable at this point. It's undeniable. Shanahan going into this game said he was the way he was going to beat this team was he was going to rush the ball 40 times. And boy, he rushed that ball 40 fucking times. I did not see the Manning cast. Did anybody catch the Manning cast?
No, I didn't catch it.
Monday Night Manning cast. I just want to know who the guests were on there because that's going to affect my gambling. When we get to the
they usually must have been no highlighted. There must have been no highlight players, no highlights. Usually they always
they usually show.
Yeah. Well, I did see Phil Mickelson. He was on it. Golf player Phil Mickelson. He was on the Manning cast, and then Peyton, hey Phil, why don't you tell all the fans that curses don't exist? And then Phil Mickelson straight up said, yeah, I'm not playing this Sunday. So that's the only reason why I'm here. So yeah, I do believe in curses. They're real. So got to find out who else was on there. But yeah, no, dude, it was crazy. I mean, early Jimmy Ward gets the interception, then he gets the pick 6 early in the game. And then, I mean, I felt like every time I looked up at the screen, it was 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out for the Rams. Nobody's saying it. The media is saying it. We're saying it. They are the dream team. They go out, they go get Von Miller. They go out, they go get Odell. You know, they have Jalen Ramsey. They're cheating. They got cheat codes, whatever it is that you want to call it. But they're not really trying to jinx it. Honestly, I think a big part of it too is that, yeah, this was in Santa Clara. As I said, Drew, what is it? Shanahan owns Sean McVay. That was 4 in a row. This was now 5 in a row. I think it was just the time for them to mesh. They couldn't really have OBJ in that system right away. But credit to the 49ers. George Kittle played out of his mind. Jimmy Garoppolo, doesn't matter that Trey Lance is breathing down his neck. He's the best game manager in the NFL, I think. I think he could just do everything he needs to do to win football games, and call it what you want. The 49ers are much, much better. They have a much better record with him than without him when he doesn't play, as opposed to what he does play. And Nick Bosa is a fucking beast, is the only other takes I have on that. But the Rams will be fine. They're 7-3. They're definitely going to be in the conversation at the end. But that is the NFL recap.
Let's recap for week 10. So let's get into our pick'ems for week 11.
Pick'ems.
Now, week 10 ended with who was on top? Eddie, I believe, was on top this week. Eddie takes week 10 with 8 wins. DQ with 7. Me and John and Kev all had 6, and Drew was at the bottom.
So we had 666.
Yep, 666, John. But why you gotta put that? Why you gotta highlight it? Like,
No.
I didn't even notice it until you said it right now. I didn't even notice that.
As soon as you said that, I noticed it.
That shows where your mind be at.
Mhm.
All right. And overall, overall, I am still leading in the overall.
How the fuck is that possible?
And Eddie are tied with 89. Drew and Johnny is tied with 85, and Kev has 69.
Nice. Nice, Kev, if you would.
Let's get into the pick'ems. Drew, do you have it?
Pick'ems? What's it?
What's huh?
I have the games right in front of my face.
You should have the app in front of your face, my guy.
He's not understanding what we're doing.
We are doing the pick'ems for week 11.
Let me get in the apps. Hold on.
So the app that we use, it usually have 2 teams, and then you have to pick one.
Devin,
per matchup.
You can cut it with the sarcasm. Let me get the app.
Why you saying like
cut it with the sarcasm?
Like he your girl.
Like I was just about to say that. Like
Yeah, you see that new trend of videos where it's like, like when your boy turns into your girl, and he's like, how does he not make that? That's gonna be put that music in the background, and I just drew fade.
Y'all some.
I'm just saying. That's the only time Sabrina called me Devin when she's upset with me. It's usually baby hubby, but when she mad, it's Devin, and that's what you.
I didn't even call you. Did I even call you Devin?
Yeah, you said Devin. You said my whole name. You said Devin.
No, you did. You said
all y'all call me Dev. You just call
whatever.
me
The Patriots versus the Falcons.
Devin.
We got the Patriots.
Hey, real quick, I know that the Warriors are playing. Did they lose?
No, they beat the Nets.
And I was wrong. The Steelers do play this week. I was wrong. I must have been blind when I was looking at the list.
Okay, so as per the Manning curse, Draymond Green just broke it because he won. But I'm not betting on the Colts. I'm not betting on the Chargers because Phillip Rivers was the 4th guest. So just so we know, if the Chargers,
Draymond Green beating the man.
I'm picking against them.
Well, Draymond Green beating the Manning curse, he got Steph Curry on his team, so he cheated.
True, but still don't matter.
Draymond gonna go back to having the triple zeros. That's what's gonna happen with Draymond. But who's doing the?
It's up to you, John. I mean, I have him here if you want him.
So I could do this. No, he could do that shit.
Do the spread. Do the spread.
Okay.
Drew, you ready?
Go ahead. Break us down.
First game.
Thursday night.
Thursday night.
Oh, okay, you got it.
All right. Thursday night. You got the Patriots versus the Falcons. Kev, who you picking?
Let's get the spread first. You gotta get the spread.
Get the spread.
Okay. All right, you got it.
There we go.
Spread that shit
out. So New England's favorite in this game, 7 points. Over under is 47.5. So I'm gonna go with the fucking Patriots, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm proud of it.
Is it really like an all around thing? Like, is anybody picking the Falcons?
I mean,
like, seriously?
John?
I am picking the
John?
Falcons.
I'm picking the Pats.
Okay, so I am picking the Falcons for this week. All right, Drew, what's next?
All right, the next game.
We're going to see what that Don's Bowl looking like with that pick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're next game. We got the Ravens versus the Bears. Eddie, what's the spread looking like?
All right, we got it's
Yo,
just so
shut
funny.
the fuck up.
We got your Baltimore Ravens, Drew. Your purple people eaters. No, purple people eaters are the other guys. This is Dev's team. My bad. I apologize to Vikings
It's
fans.
all right. It's all
Your
good.
purple birds. We got their favorite 6 points, and the over/under is 45.5. I'm gonna go with the Bears.
Okay.
The Bears.
And the
Kev,
rest
who
of
you
us?
got?
Ravens.
All
I'm
right.
going Baltimore.
Dev.
I'm going Ravens as well.
And I'm going Ravens just like I am. All right. The next game. The Lions versus the Browns. Well,
Okay.
Eddie, you got the spread?
I do. The Browns are 10-point favorites in this game. Who knows what's happening with Nick Chubb, but I'm assuming he's going to clear COVID protocol. They're going to be angry, but I think the Lions are still going to be hungry. 10.5.
I learned my lesson. I'm picking the Lions.
I'm going with the Browns, I guess. I'm going with the Browns.
All around.
Browns. All
Browns.
right.
For sure.
Next game. Yo, rivalry game. Devin, you got your Vikings versus the Packers. You got your Vikings versus the Packers. Eddie, what's the spread looking like?
Wait a minute. Oh boy. I lost it. I had it and I lost it. I apologize. Bear with me. I'm sorry. Okay, we found it. Holy motherfucking balls. Oh wait, no, that's early predictions. What the fuck is going on over here? Okay, yeah, got it. Packers are 2.5-point favorites. I saw 14, but that's the money line. I apologize. It's for 140. Packers are 2.5-point favorites. Over under is 49.
All around.
Yeah, I feel bad because my coworker is a
Vikings.
Vikings fan.
Well, he picking the
Vikings.
Vikings
Yo, this is
all
the
around when
visual
he got it.
game. The season's been
Vikings.
weird.
All around.
Listen,
Vikings.
I feel bad for my boy, my coworker, because he's a Vikings fan and he's going to Minnesota to watch his team.
Oh wow. That's dope.
Man.
Yo,
Dope.
ain't Minnesota about to be cold as
He's
fuck?
gonna-
Cold as fuck.
It's
It's
stir
snowing
fry.
there. It's already snowing in Minnesota.
Yeah.
My
He
family's in
got a
Minnesota.
telly. He got a telly all that for downtown Minnesota to watch his team. No.
My cousin worked there, but yeah, I'm going with the Vikings, man. I'm going with the Vikings.
Yeah, I kind of
All right,
want
so
to, but
everybody but
kinda-
Dev,
I knew
we got the
so I'm
Green
gonna
Bay
go with the
Packers.
I think
Yeah, everybody got
else
the
has-
Packers.
The
got-
bad man's gonna
yeah.
stir
Okay,
fry
all right,
the
you got
next
it, you got
snow.
it.
I got Vikings
You
here
got it.
though. I don't know about the money.
We don't know about that pool, but you got
I don't know about the money pool. Okay. All right. Next up is the Texas versus the Titans. Yo, all around. Come on.
All around.
We'll
yes.
see. We'll see. Yeah, no, it's definitely gonna be an all around. Tennessee's favorite 10.5 points. 45 is the over under.
Mhm.
I would not touch this game at all. Just don't even touch it. Don't even worry about it. Just lock it in. Set it, forget it. Don't even look at it.
Lock it in for the Titans.
Anyway.
All right. Next game. I think is also going to be all around. The Colts versus the Bills. Can we do all around with this one? I'm picking the
well,
Bills up.
Said Phillip Rivers was on the Manning cast. The Colts was his last team. I'm basically stalling here. If you couldn't tell.
Oh yeah, hey, get the spread. My bad.
Favorites are the Bills. 49 is the over under. Bills are a wagon. Bills are on a rampage. They lost to the Jaguars. They're not happy about it. They're definitely not going to lose
But the
to
Bills could lose this
discount
game.
Andy Dalton. They can, but it's in Buffalo.
They
It's cold as
can,
fuck
but
up there.
I
Bills plays in a dome. It's a little different.
So who y'all got? I got
I got
the
the Bills.
Colts.
I got the Bills.
I got the Colts.
Bills.
I got Bills.
Drew.
I got the Bills. Just
right.
like I said, all around.
What we got next, Drew?
Damn, can the Jets win on my birthday week, bro? Like,
probably not, dude.
We got the Jets and the Dolphins, man. Yo, let's just win on my birthday week.
The level of disrespect for this, because the Dolphins suck too, but it's like, how are the Dolphins 3-point favorites? Whatever. I mean, I'm assuming we're not going to get Zach Wilson back, but if we do, either way, I'm a rider. I have to go with the Jets. Over under 45. Again, stay away from this game. Don't bet on it. No one's going to cover. Probably take the under. Stay away from it.
I'm gonna pick the Jets. Probably be different in the money pool, but I'm gonna pick the Jets.
Yeah, exactly.
John, who you got?
I'm going with the Jets.
Well, now we definitely lost.
Oh my god, yo, Johnny's a fucking cancer, bro.
Fucking.
Kev,
but now I'm picking the Giants.
I'm going with the Jets.
Cancer.
Yeah, you guys are fucking
Hey,
trolls.
no, it's crazy. You're talking about me being a curse, but I went to their first win. I was at their first
you were.
win, and then the game I was
Johnny loves to bring that up.
Okay.
Well, I got the Dolphins. Next up.
The next up, we got the Eagles versus the Saints. Kind of a shit bowl, but
Eddie,
what's the spread?
Who knows? It could be a little different.
Mediocre
Eagles
ball.
are. It is in Philly. Eagles are 1.5-point favorites. That's too fucking close.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Fuck it. Over under is 43.5. I'm going with the Saints.
Deb, who you got?
I got Eagles.
Kev, who you got?
I think you're only.
I got Eagles in this shitty ass game. Eagles defense been playing decent lately.
Johnny, what are you looking like?
I am going with the Saints.
As well, I'm going with the Saints too. So next game, the San Francisco versus the Jaguars.
All around, and then that give us the spread.
I think it's an all around, but Jaguars are 6-point underdogs at home. 46.5 is the over under, but yeah, I believe we are all going all around. So,
all right. So next game, we got the Washington football team versus the Panthers. This is kind of a tough game. Eddie, what's the spread looking like?
It's going to be fun, dude. It's in Carolina. 3-point favorites are the Panthers. Cam is back. Heineke is whatever. He's due for a bad game.
This is a tough game.
I really want to pick Washington, but they're coming off a really big high. They're feeling themselves. No Chase Young.
Yeah, that's a fact. No Chase Young. I'm picking the Panthers.
And
yeah, I'm
gonna throw 2 picks that game.
I'm gonna have to go Panthers just by default.
2.
But I'm not happy about it. I'm telling you right now. I might change that later, but I'm not happy about it.
Dev always with the Superman, so I'm thinking you picking the Panthers.
Yeah.
Kev, who you picking?
Football team.
Football team. Okay. Johnny, we got yours. Who you picking? Who picking?
Let him know, John. Let him know.
You already know. Killer Kid.
You got the Superman. I see it. Okay. Next game. Oh yeah.
Go.
Just like I said, I'm picking the Panthers too. Next game, we got the Bengals versus the Raiders. Eddie, what's the spread looking like?
Bengals are 1-point favorites away on the road in Las Vegas. Get right game for the Bengals. I know I said the Jets broke them, but I think the Raiders are more brokenest.
More broken.
Brokenest. I'm gonna go brokenest.
More broken.
More broken? You sure?
Yes.
Yeah, more broken. It all sounds bad though.
English is dumb.
Yo, Devin, what you got?
I got the Bengals, man. Hopefully they do something.
All right, Kev, you.
Raiders.
John, who you picking?
Going with the Raiders.
All right, I am going with the Bengals. All right, next game, we got rivalry game. We got the Cardinals versus the Seahawks. Eddie, what's the spread looking like?
That's a really good question, Drew. I'm glad that you asked that question. I'm trying to figure out if Kyler Murray is or is not going to play in this game. You got the two birds going up against each other. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am stalling because I can't find it, but I will. No, it's not on here, dude. What the fuck?
Baby Yoda, he's currently questionable. So is D-Hop. They're both questionable at this moment.
Oh, how questionable? They've been questionable for like about 3 weeks.
The last
2 weeks now, yeah.
Oh
Yeah, that's so weird. This game is not on here. I think it's because it's too early to tell with the injury to Kyler.
But also, Coy McCoy is questionable as well with a
That's what I'm saying.
pectoral injury.
Again, I'm not seeing this game at all.
right.
John, I don't know. Maybe you can assist me on here.
I
I'm gonna go with the Seahawks just based on all the question marks. And again, I think it's because
got you, man.
go ahead.
For the Cardinals are 2.5-point favorites, and over under is 49.
Yikes. Well, I'll still go with the Seahawks, even though it goes against every knowledgeable brain and my bone in my body. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to go with them because I don't know what's gonna happen with the Cardinals health.
All right, Devin, who you got?
Yeah, last week was a bad game for Russ. I think he's gonna get it together this week, and a lot of question marks in Arizona. So I'm gonna go with the Seahawks as well this week.
Johnny, who you got?
I'm going with Russell Wilson and the Seahawks.
Kev, who you got?
Arizona. The
All
boys
right.
don't show up.
Okay, just like you said, a lot of question marks. I'll probably picking the Seahawks. Probably be another change down the line, but I'm picking the Seahawks for right now. So next game,
we got a game. We got a game.
We got
all around.
Not all around.
All around.
This is not all around, John.
I don't know, man. It might be. It might be.
This is a statement game, right?
Yo,
this is a potential Super Bowl matchup.
This is
I don't like my pick in this game, but it is what it is.
Let's just say the Cowboys versus the Chiefs. Whoever everybody picking.
What's the spread?
Eddie, what's the
Chiefs
spread looking like?
Favored as this game is in Kansas City, Missouri. I'm assuming Paul Rudd will be in attendance. World's sexiest man. If you ask Time Magazine or whatever the fuck that. Whatever.
Paul Rudd is a beautiful man, though. Like,
he really is.
And he has a good human system.
And he's so charming, dude.
Eyes, like he got great eyes and everything.
He's so charming, dude.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he's a good looking guy. I mean, yeah, like you want a guy that makes you laugh.
When he was on Clueless, he had them dreamy eyes though, like
hell yeah.
Shorty. I was like, yo.
Hell yeah, and he's Ant-Man, dude.
Hey, I didn't know how to feel as a kid. As a kid, I'm like, yo, he kind of handsome, and I was like,
yeah.
Like, 10.
Also, he's a national treasure. Shouts to Paul Rudd. I hope you're in attendance. Hopefully Jackson Mahomes won't be. But the Chiefs are 2.5-point favorites, and the over/under is 56. Hammer the over. Hammer the over. This game's gonna be awesome. But I said the Chiefs are back. I'm all in on the Chiefs being back. I really want them to be back. The Cowboys are really good. Can I? Dev, where are you going?
I'm going Cowboys. I'm going Cowboys.
All right, so I'm gonna go Chiefs just in case.
All right, Johnny, where you going? You already know you're picking.
This will be all around. I think it's gonna be a good game. I got Chiefs by at least 20, but let's go Chiefs.
You are.
Oh my God.
Yo, take the blinders off, John. You don't need to wear those inside. It's dark and you're indoors. You don't need those haters on. Take them shits off,
see, man.
Kev, who you got?
Who the Cowboys beat? They ain't beat nobody.
I got the Cowgirls, unfortunately.
Who they beat? I'm talking about Chiefs. Who the fuck they beat?
But you said about 20 though, John.
You said about 20 points though.
Y'all gonna see.
I can put the. Okay, I'm going to put
John, real quick. John, we're gonna see, right? John, we're gonna see. Are you gonna see a fucking win in the money pool this year, or are we gonna wait and see that too? Fucking bum ass bull statement. Stephen A in the face. Stephen A hot take ass. Get Bayless hot take ass.
Oh,
by 20.
I've missed out on a couple of ones that come out to the scores done screwed me. Some teams screwed me at the end.
Yo, the fucking score screwed me about 2 weeks in a row.
Again, this is going to be a good game, but John, the 20 points, that's a little stretch. But Drew, who did you have for this game?
I got the Chiefs, but it's gonna be it's gonna be closer than 20. Like Johnny Wildin. Next game, we got the
I
Chargers.
mean, Cowboys is really overrated, but like I said, as the season progresses, y'all gonna see. Yeah, when it's all said and done, we're gonna have this conversation. They're dead. That's overrated. They didn't beat nobody. Who they beat?
Okay.
Yo, remember last year when John put the clown on my face?
John.
I can't wait to use this clip if the Cowboys win. Now I'm rooting for the Cowboys to win the fucking Super Bowl, dog. I'm changing my pick. I'm going with the Cowboys just to spite John. John, you see what you did to me? Now I'm going with the Cowboys now. Thanks, John. Way to go. Right. And I'm gonna do it in the money pool just to spite your bitch ass.
Next.
All right, next game. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Chargers.
Wait, no, it's the crazy part. I said all that shit, but I still didn't name a team they beat. But keep going. Next game.
I'll look at it after. I'm doing something. I'm doing too much right now.
All right. We got the Steelers versus Johnny. We got it. Shit. Yo, we got the Steelers versus the Chargers. Eddie, what's the spread looking like?
The Chargers, Los Angeles Chargers of Anaheim, California, are 5-point favorites on the road. Over under is 47.5. I don't like the Steelers. Never did. Give me the Chargers.
And especially with Mason Rudolph's ass.
Yeah, well, I don't know if Ben. Who knows? Ben might be back. Who knows? He's probably faking COVID.
All right, Dev, who you got?
Chargers.
All right, Johnny, who you got?
I'm going with the Chargers.
Kev.
Even with Joey Bosa, I think, being out for this game, Chargers.
As well as picking the Chargers. All right, we got Monday Night Football. This should be an all around, except for we got the Bucks versus the Giants. All around, we all picking the Bucks. Come on, even Giants fans, we picking the Bucks.
Okay, real quick.
Johnny's, we gotta see where Johnny fandom lies.
Real quick.
All right, Eddie, what's the spread looking like?
Buccaneers are 11-point favorites in this game, guys.
Oh shit!
The over/under is 49.5 points.
Shit.
That's fucking bananas. I can't see this game going over though, for real. Saquon is coming back. So hopefully that doesn't make the team one-dimensional, or they won't be throwing to wide receivers that either are unhealthy or can't catch the ball. But I still got the Bucks.
All right, Dev, who you got?
Bucks.
Johnny, who you got?
G motherfucking man. What's wrong with y'all niggas, man?
Kev, we got the same one, G man. I don't need to ask him.
Listen, it's go Brady.
But y'all don't believe that. We'll see in the money pool, y'all. We will see in the money pool.
Listen,
we will see in the money.
Wait, hold on. Y'all shut up. What you said, John? Say it again.
I said in the regular season they could be beat, but the playoffs is a different conversation.
Okay, you really think that the Buccaneers are going to lose 3 in a row?
Yeah. That watch this shit fucked it up for us, because like you're supposed to let them beat y'all for us to come up and get this win.
You think Brady forgot about 07 and 11? I know it's not the same team, but you think he forgot?
No more. Like,
you think he forgot? But you think he forgot?
Listen,
you think he's really going to let his 4th loss on the season
that's about money pool. I took my team against the Chiefs. And we lost by 3. I took and that's how I lost the pool that week. It came down to that game, and I lost.
Yeah, that sucks. John, to answer your earlier question, they almost beat the Buccaneers in a really, really close game opening week. They beat the Chargers. They beat the Eagles. They beat the Panthers. They beat the Giants. They beat the Patriots in overtime. They beat Minnesota, and that game was closer than it looked. They lost to Denver. They beat Atlanta.
They ain't beat nobody, really.
Thank you.
And next up, going forward, too, they got the Chiefs, they got the Raiders, they got the Saints, the Washington football team, the Jimi Washington football team again.
Listen, they beat the Chiefs. You can hang that on shit like, yo, we put these motherfuckers. You can hang that.
But that's why I said this is a statement game for everybody.
And I agree with you, but I just said I feel like what's gonna happen to them, because like Stephen A. says, that's an accident waiting to happen, and when they get all their fans excited and pumped up, that's when they fail miserably. They burn and crash.
Well, here is the picks.
Also, John, there's 3,355 tickets available for $107 on the Sunday, December 19th game when they play the G-Men.
Go there. All right, but that's our picks. We'll get DQ's picks. Here are all the picks right here. And we're going to get into the next segment, and that is over or under. All right, now, as we all know, OBJ is now a member of the Rams. Didn't have any good fortune in Cleveland, but he's with a great team now. They had Rams had one of their receivers go down. So this is prime for Odell to cook. Now, he has no touchdowns this season. 11 weeks in, no TDs. But he's starting fresh, got a bye week, and he's going to come back with the Rams, knowing the offense. So over under TDs for Odell at season end. The line is 5 TDs. Over or under 5 TDs. Kev, what you got?
I got over.
Over 5 for Odell by season. And how many weeks we got left? 17.
Eight games left.
8 games left.
11, 12,
8.
16, 17.
Right.
The
So
Rams had their bye week already, right?
this week. This week.
7
yeah.
games, 5
So
touchdowns.
Week 12.
So they got 7 weeks.
They're going to
Week
come
12,
out explosive,
13,
yo.
15, 16, 17.
Von Miller and Odell
Yeah,
get a
so-
chance to really get their head in the playbook. They're going to come out
Yeah.
explosive.
So again, they taking this week for Odell to get to know the offense. So Kev say over 5 touchdowns. Drew, what do you say? What do you say? Over or under?
They got Cooper Kupp, bro. Like, that's their main target. So I'm 5 touchdowns in
5 touchdowns ain't a lot.
5 touchdowns in 7 weeks.
Yeah, he could do that.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can do that. Okay, I'm
He
gonna
can
say
get
over.
2 touchdowns in.
I'm gonna say the
three of
line
those
7.
8
I mean
games.
5 touchdowns going up to the line.
You gonna go to the line, 5 touchdowns. All right, John. Over under 5 for Odell.
I'm rolling with Drew. I'm taking Odell at the line.
Okay. I think he can get the over. In fact, I think his next game he will have 2 when he come back. So I'm gonna go to over for Odell. Eddie, over under Odell 5 TDs by season end.
Right. So I believe they're on a bye week this week. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know we probably discussed that already. Bye week this week. Remaining games is 7, 6, 7.
7.
7 games, 2 TDs maybe his first game back. I mean, Cooper Kupp is still there. Cooper Kupp is his guy, right? Cooper's always going to eat. Cooper's still had 122 yards. Line's 5.
Yeah.
Can I take the line? No, I'm gonna go over. He'll get 6. He'll get 6. He'll get 6.
Me and
He'll
Drew
get
took
6.
the line.
No, I'll say 6. I'll say 6.
You got
All
the
right.
over.
Next up, they almost did it this week. Lions was this close to getting that W, but they ain't got it yet. So they haven't completely lost every game, but they haven't won a game yet. So over under, how many weeks till Lions get a W? The line is 3 weeks. Now, just to look at their upcoming schedule real quick. Lions have
Pulling it up. Yep.
schedule. They have coming up.
I
They got
just
the
looked at
Browns.
it.
Browns
Oh my
this
God.
week. Browns, Bears, Vikings, Broncos, Cardinals, Falcons, Seahawks, Packers.
Over.
So line is 3
Over.
weeks. Drew, you saying what?
Over. It's gonna take him a hell of a lot to get a win.
So you don't think they could beat the Bears in the next couple of weeks?
No. No.
Okay. All right. John, over under 3 weeks.
Taking over, the Lions will get their first win against the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh,
Book that.
okay.
Book
Got
that.
it.
That's
Got
the
it.
win. They're gonna get their first win. The Atlanta Falcons,
That game's in Atlanta.
and the Falcons is gonna lose. They
All
suck.
right. Kev, over
Then
under.
why you be picking the Atlanta Falcons so much, John?
It's because it's the team that looks so good, but they suck. They're fool's gold. You think, oh, yeah, this is the team. They're gonna win. And when you pick them, they fucking lose by 100 points. They fucking suck.
Now, Kev
Yeah, John,
said-
you're not showing any.
Hold on now. Hold on. Kev
No
said the
personal
under.
vendetta.
So where do you
Might be
think
a
they're
little
going to get
bit.
that?
They done
Kev,
screwed me a lot.
Kev, where do you think they're going to get their W in the under?
This week.
This week against the Browns is when
Yeah,
the Lions.
Baker's a fraud.
Got it. All right, Ed, over under 3 weeks for the Lions.
How many weeks until week 1 of the 2022 season? The only game, Dev, you're not going to like this, but I think, not on the road, divisional game.
They can win a divisional game.
But that's what I'm saying. So, I don't see them on a short week. I don't see them on a short week coming back from Cleveland, beating Chicago. Obviously, we're starting to see some strides from Justin Fields, even though Chicago does have their issues. Matt Nagy being one of the worst active NFL coaches since Adam Gase. But the next game that they have would be December 5th, which is the third week into this, is versus Minnesota. Yeah. Home to Minnesota. I don't want to say that that's going to be the game that they win, but if I'm gambling on the line, I would say, Minnesota is that game. So I'll take the line.
You know what's crazy? Because I have the line too. Because I think Vikings would be the dumbasses that give them a win.
yeah, for sure.
I believe that. So I'm also going right with you, Ed. No offense. That's the Vikings for you. I give you the line.
Again, I'm sorry, dude, but it's
so.
But again, if they don't win in these next 3 weeks, I'm gonna be real honest. I don't think they
lost to the ginger of the Cowboys, backup quarterback.
Right.
Exactly. In Ed's voice, Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz.
Right.
Yeah, Carson Wentz, Andy Dalton, Cooper Rush.
Exactly. The games they supposed to win, they fold. So
yeah,
I can believe it. So the line on that one, Drew, did you say over?
Yeah,
I said over.
All those guys, John. You can also call them discount Carson Palmers. All those guys, all those redheads.
All right. Next up, Superman is back in Carolina. So Cam had 2 TDs his first game back. But how many TDs will Cam have by season end? The line is 15, and that's including passing and rushing.
15.
Yes.
15.
Who let you write this up?
15 touchdowns.
That's ridiculous. I'm taking the under.
You took the under. Who's next?
I'm taking the under, bro.
Everybody under.
Have took the under. Ed, what you doing?
Way under.
I'm taking a line. I'm taking
the over.
Yo, come on,
like 8.
15.
Because I'm saying rushing and passing.
He can have a game where he throws for 3 touchdowns and rush for 1. That's 4.
I didn't say passing touchdown. I said 15 because I was talking total touchdown.
Yeah, he's at 2. All he needs is 13. You said by
so we're saying 13 then.
He's at 2.
Season end. He has.
Are we saying 15 in total, or are we saying 13?
No, the line is 15 by the end.
The line is 15 by season end.
Yeah, but we're not counting these 2. I don't count these 2.
Because it's the season end.
They shouldn't.
They do. It's the total touchdowns by season end.
Yeah,
rushing and passing. Okay, so y'all take the over. I'm gonna take the line. I think he can get that, John. I want to take the over, but I'm gonna do the line.
I'm not gonna lie. When I first looked at him, my ears a little crazy. But he could throw 3 touchdown passes to McCaffrey when they get in the red zone. That's 3 knocked away, and then run for 1.
That's how I was looking at passing.
All you gotta do is get downfield.
I was
total touchdown.
Like 10.
I was taking into consideration passing and receiving. So
again, you guys are also not taking into consideration that he stays healthy.
Oh yeah, of course that plays a role.
Yeah, of course.
I just know Sam Darnold not getting that job back, and nobody else on the team is taking that job.
Also, I don't know if I made this joke last week, but there was a joke that was circulating about Sam Darnold. He had an incomplete fracture in his shoulder.
Yeah, I see that meme.
And the joke was he can't even complete a fracture. So. Shouts to Sam Darnold, man. I hope you get better, man. I feel bad for you. So.
All right, and last up and over under. Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors are cooking so far, and Steph Curry himself is really cooking. So far, he's had a 30-point game. He had a 40-point game. He had 2 30-point games, 50-point game, and a 40-point game. So the question is, 40-point games for Steph Curry this month. The line is 7.
How many?
This month.
This month.
Over.
You said how many? You said 40-point game?
40-point games.
This month.
This month.
Drew, this month.
Over.
I'm over. Yeah.
Over. Eddie. The line is
47 40-point games this month.
Yeah. He got 150.
Already at what?
He got 150, 240s, 240-point games, and multiple 30-point games.
Yeah,
So he needs 4 more.
So he needs, he needs 4 more.
So yeah, okay, you keep doing the line is 7, but we keep saying that he's already there.
He's
So
already
saying-
has.
So the
Right,
line
that's what I say.
is 7, but he's got
Right.
only
He already
4
has
remaining.
2.
So the line
He
is
got
fucking.
He has
He
2.
got
So
three.
technically that's 3 because
Yeah,
he
because
had
of the 50. The
because
50.
of 50.
He got 3.
What do you mean he has 3? He only had 50 and 40.
He had
He had
2
50 and
40-point
240s.
games. He got 2 40-point games.
Not this month.
He got. Oh no, that was October 28th. That was in October, the end of October. You got it.
140, 150.
Yeah, 141. Yeah,
He
you're
got
right,
2.
John.
He
Yeah,
has
he-
15 days left.
Right.
Yeah, I'll take the under.
Ed's taking the other. John.
I was gonna take the under. I'm gonna take the line on this.
Can I change it to a line?
All he needs is
Nope.
a hot week. 5-game stretch. Just 40, 40, 40.
I'm gonna
Shit,
change
he
mine
had
to a
40
line.
tonight. He was 3 points off. They killed
Yeah,
him.
that's what I'm saying. So I'm gonna go the line because it's halfway through the month, but he's been hitting on it a lot every fucking week. So I'm gonna go line though. He already got 2 technically. So I
Be
think he's
conservative.
The best
yeah,
shooter ever.
best shooter ever. But that is over under. We're gonna
You
get it to our
definitely got that right.
last segment, and that's when you hear this. This is the bold prediction for the week. Now none of us got it right last week. So let's see what happens this week. Drew, kick us off with when you hear this.
All right. On Saturday, the Rockets versus the Knicks game. Randall going for 40.
Randall going for 40. Y'all be shooting for that.
Pull it up from 40.
Y'all be shooting half court with y'all when you hear this. But
Bold.
let's go.
I shoot for half court.
Eddie, when you hear this.
I don't think the Madden curse breaks barriers in sports like other sports. So yeah, Draymond DK breaking the curse. Also, you got to play the rest of the week. So bold prediction: Madden curse lives on. Phil Rivers is on. Not only do the Colts, but so do the Chargers lose this week.
Okay.
With Nathan Rudolph? Hell no, man.
No,
All right, John.
they both lose.
Bold
I
prediction.
was gonna go with my New York trifecta, but y'all want to talk me in my bold prediction: Chiefs by 20. By 20. Chiefs by motherfucking 20. My bold prediction.
Yo, I swear, bro. Johnny loves it. Johnny like we like.
No, why you got so much hate in your heart though?
Ooh, where's the hate?
You
All
don't
right.
like the Cowboys, like
I do
admittedly.
not like them, but bro, they like I said, my point is they ain't beat nobody, and
All right, John.
that defense is overrated. Watch they get the scoring up on them.
All right, so Chiefs by 20. Kev, bold prediction.
Giants will beat the Buccaneers by 7.
By 7. All right. So,
Y'all smoking.
And I don't want to hear nothing. The Chiefs really beat them by 20 plus. Oh, John, you got it wrong.
No.
no.
They won by
Yeah,
20
yeah,
plus.
no, you
Yeah,
got it. You got it. 20 plus, you got it. You got it. John.
That's
You
fine.
got
I
it.
don't think it's gonna
Yeah,
happen at all.
I don't want to hear
Man,
nothing.
John, I don't want to
Bucks
hear
by
that
10.
they fucking Oh, Bucks by 10? Yo, no, same deal.
So,
Same deal.
so
same deal,
7
same deal.
plus, 7 plus, 20
7
plus.
plus.
Right.
Okay.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah,
You
I
got it. None of that's gonna happen, guys.
All right, but I got Warriors got the
Chiefs one
Cavs.
is 99.7% likely to happen.
Yeah, the Chiefs are gonna lose by 19 now.
No, it's gonna be funny. Chiefs gonna go down 19 and then win by 35. And
That
then
ain't the Chiefs no more, John. That's not the Chiefs no more.
What? Okay. All right.
That ain't the Chiefs no more. They don't do that no more. They don't do that no more, John.
The way that John roots
What's the
for
score
like
last week? I mean, what's the score in this Raiders game?
Who is the Raiders?
41-14.
It's the Raiders.
Yeah, who are
It's
the Raiders? The Raiders again. The Raiders were that team too. They were like, oh, maybe they're too good. Maybe they're good, maybe they're not good, maybe who
It's
they
the
play.
Raiders.
It's the same deal. It's the Raiders.
Listen, they was at first place. Obviously, some shit happened. They lost a receiver.
Chiefs defense ain't gonna allow them to go down by that much and then bring them back.
Yo,
a fucking win.
I should have added that. And I should have been like, and we're gonna get a no-look touchdown pass from Pat Mahomes. I should have added that.
That's possible. That's possible.
That could happen. Yeah, they could still lose with their cute
Anyway,
they're gonna run it up.
So look, Warriors this week got the Cavaliers, Pistons, and the Raptors. Steph Curry will have a 40-plus game before our next episode. That is
time out. Teddy Bridgewater was looking like Pat Mahomes against that Cowboys defense. Now they gotta play Pat. You gotta play the real deal. They had the one looking like him.
John, you want to talk about fluke games in the NFL? The Chiefs beat the Jets beat the Titans and the fucking Bengals. All right, things happen. All right, it's okay. The fucking Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Buffalo Bills 6-9.
Done. We got your bold prediction, John. Don't start Eddie up. This is our episode. Like I said, Steph Curry, 40 points this week. That's our episode, John. That is our episode, John. That is our episode, John. I gotta mute John because John keep fucking going. I gotta mute John. We done with it, Jonathan Reyes. We are done with it. We gonna get to it. Chiefs gonna do their thing. We gonna talk about this shit in the group. I'm gonna let you back. No more Chiefs Cowboys talk, John. It's over. It's done. Let's clean this up. This episode 31, season 2.
Great episode.
Brought to you by Coach Capsule. Sponsored by DOS LLC. No DQ. Drew came like the reliever. Not on time. Always late. But
wait a minute! Don't say that. Right. Don't say that. Never no late. This is first time late.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure you comment. Make sure you share. Make sure you rate. Make sure you check out our intro song, "Goat Mode" by Lansky and Jimi 6. Make sure you check out our outro song as well. That's Ed Cousin. If y'all didn't know, holding it down and shit. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you come back next week. Make sure you listen on streaming. Make sure you watch on YouTube. We will be back. Hopefully we have the whole crew here. But like always, Ed,
we out.
Love, you claim me the illest. You don't believe in yourself, then forget it. You gotta put yourself up in position. Ice skating on there, ice. And my ice skate's been in the kitchen. How can you tell me to pick a religion? I'm 24 and I'm broke as a bitch. But I'm a millionaire rich in the spirit.